Good afternoon from the Buffalo Wild Wings in Nashville West. I'm Joe Honk, and look at that. Right before we get going, that first, or it's actually the second injury report of the week. It's the first for the Colts, at least the first real one. Jonathan Taylor actually did practice today, and he, in fact, let me pull up the quote, said, "It's not about what I want, it's a matter of what the team actually needs." That whole relationship is going fantastically well. Now, as far as the Titans are concerned, Treylon Burks did not practice today. Neither did Luke Gifford or Tier Tart. The King didn't practice. DeAndre Hopkins was limited, but both of those were for rest reasons. But MPF was once again a full participant, as was Peter Skoronsky. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, and home for 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Zeph. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Is that Jackson back in the studio?
Jackson Zeph.
It's Jackson. What's happening?
What up, what up, what up?
It's Jackson.
Hey.
It's Jackson if you're nasty. We are broadcasting live at Nashville West. Buffalo Wild Wings. Here we go. Thursdays on 3HL mean Buffalo Wild Wings. We are at Nashville West off of Charlotte.
That's right.
And we are here ready to roll. Slay Dog's here. He's hydrated. I see it.
I'm right here right now. This is my second one for today.
Oh, well, look at you.
I'm rolling,
Whoa.
Babsy.
Look at you.
Who said that?
What up, Babsy?
Babsy's here.
Hey, guys. I like that intro today.
She really doesn't. She used to.
Hey, that's over with.
When you started,
Care about my reputation or
Yeah.
like that intro?
both of those things. So when you started doing 3HL, I think you cared about your reputation.
I did, because I worked very, very hard. Very hard to develop it.
It didn't take me long.
She gone.
It didn't take me long
He's gone.
to have that thing come crashing down, did it?
Down in
Hey,
flames.
man. I mean, sometimes you just have to kind of dive into what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Hey, and sometimes it's a little more fun this
Well,
way.
and it's a beautiful thing. That is definitely true. Ron Slay is here.
I'm in the
His father,
building.
Red.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. Hey, I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
pretty
I'm in the
close.
building. I'm in the building.
I'll tell you this, Slay.
Slay.
We got some smiling faces at the bar here at Nashville West.
Man, they're in the building. That's why.
We got Adrian over here serving drinks.
Adrian's energy is
Hi.
unmatched.
We've got Eggy Bop here, bopping.
Bopping
No
through.
hat, though. It's weird. Like, I don't even recognize it.
It's like a turtle without a shell.
Speaking of one time,
Oh, dear.
speaking of a turtle without a shell, I was riding not too far from here,
Yeah.
down Highway 100, and there was a turtle going across the road, but I saw it late. I tried to straddle it.
Oh, I don't want to hear this story.
I didn't straddle it. It popped out the back of my car. It hit the tire. It popped out the back of my car like a skeet. You know, like,
Yeah.
Boom.
Like ski.
bam.
Like Mario in the game when he
Yes.
throws the turtle.
Yes. All of those things.
That was wrong.
Like Ben Jones's charity thing that he does every year.
That's wrong.
It popped up in the air. There was a car behind me.
No.
Hit the car.
No, it hit right in front of the car and then shattered. It went everywhere.
So it's like Mario Kart when he
Million-
throws the turtle.
Here is dead.
I mean,
Cross
a million
him
pieces.
off
That
then.
poor turtle. Like,
that turtle off,
listen, man, that turtle was in so many pieces you couldn't have had soup or anything.
Dog.
That guy's dead.
Are you proud
That
of
was
that?
no, it was dead. I'm not proud or I'm just kind of indifferent. I'm just telling you what happened.
I know we want to know. Are you
Hey,
proud
Peter
of it?
already hates us. Watch it.
Well, I mean, I didn't do it intentionally. Like, who would listen? I didn't tell that turtle to try to cross the road. Why did the turtle cross the road?
Get to the other side.
Yeah, to get
Very
some
slowly,
soup, maybe.
and clearly not because he ended up in a billion pieces. The good thing about that for the turtle is he didn't know what hit him. You know. Well, I guess he did for a few seconds.
Right.
But once he hit that pavement, man, it was
Shattered. He's gone.
It was gone. I just wonder, like, what the guy behind me thought. You know what I mean? Because, like, you're driving, and all of a sudden this thing is coming at you in the air and bounces in front of you. And he probably tried to straddle it, too, but no luck, you know.
What is straddle it?
Straddle. Hello. You know,
I thought
straddle.
straddle was like
every
riding.
word that you think. Well, sleigh.
Ain't it?
Yeah, like if you get on a horse, you're straddling the horse.
That's what I'm saying.
I tried to
This is a dangerous conversation.
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to explain it.
You tried to ride a turtle in the car.
No, I tried to put the turtle in the
in
five-hole.
between the tires.
Ah, okay.
Straddle.
Like he didn't have a choice if you were going to straddle him with the tires. Like you got to hit him.
Ooh, what's that shirt say? We don't do orange.
He's a lost cause.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I like it. That's
All
a
right.
Vandy shirt.
That
Of whom are you
And I
a
was gonna
fan?
give props. I was gonna give props.
That's a Vandy
props.
shirt.
It's a Vandy shirt.
I was
Yeah.
gonna give
Vandy
props
shirt.
to Vandy today too. See, I know.
So now you're not?
maybe not.
What was the props going to be?
I went to check their practice out.
You did.
I did.
Vandy hoops.
Yeah, Vandy. Who?
Oh, not
Okay,
football.
you got to
They're-
specify.
Listen,
Sorry,
football.
We're in
football.
football season,
I
Slade.
apologize.
Football is about to get blasted again.
He's going to congratulate him on the
Down the
construction.
road. Down the road. That is bananas.
Okay, can I just say this?
That construction.
Why are people making such a big deal about construction going on
We knew it was going to be 2
during
years.
football season? A, we knew
don't
it was
know.
coming. B, look at any other stadium that did a
'em,
big
Badger.
end zone project. I just got back from SMU, who is doing a, $150 million project in the end zone. Construction's going on right now.
University of Texas did it. before.
Texas did it. God, that end zone is sweet, by the
Yeah.
way.
Well,
the
Vandy-
last time I was there, it was
listen.
like almost finished.
Vandy's will be
They
too.
were constructing it during the season.
What I don't understand
Missouri
about that is
constructing it during the
Right.
season.
that
Stop giving them crap
listen,
for it.
3-degree Lee told us it was going to be a two-year thing.
Yeah.
So why is everybody pissed off? Plus,
don't
like,
know.
it's not like you had a packed house anyway, and now you can't fit everybody.
Exactly. You're not taking away like
I'm not trying to be
valuable
funny. I'm just-
seats.
Well,
no.
it was.
I'm just saying.
No, but it's
true.
a realistic view of it.
By the way, I have a couple of friends that are Vandy fans, and they were like, we were trying to go to the game. Are they playing next weekend against Georgia? When is the
Yeah.
Georgia Vandy game?
Tickets are ridiculous.
That's it.
Really?
They're like, we can't get in.
They're
And
like
I'm like, I know
300
because like
Georgia buys them up.
Yeah.
out of all of the visiting fan bases that just pepper that stadium and fill it, Georgia
don't do
is the
Yep.
best at it.
LSU probably
Look
second.
at the second market tickets for Georgia Vandy. They're like $300 a ticket.
You gotta get your money, Babs.
I mean, that's crazy.
It is.
Everybody wants to come to Nashville.
Listen, man.
That's
if
the other part of it.
That's what Clark Lee needs to sell in recruiting. Everybody wants to come here. You can come get a world-class education
That's right.
and play here
Listen,
in the
Party
if,
like
if
it.
this guy who hates Tennessee sitting over here, like if he's a Vandy fan, which I guess he is, diehard Vandy fan.
Die
Listen,
hard.
if you can get $800 freaking dollars for 2 tickets to the Georgia and then pay for your season tickets, why would you not do that?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Not all of us, some of us. He said. No, listen.
I'd do it.
Much
It's a
respect.
business decision.
Much respect to Vandy fans.
Business decisions
Because
made every Saturday.
They fight through a lot of things. Also, how does Vandy do like official visits to like the Georgia game when you walk in there and it's like
Nah, we're gonna pass.
every
it.
home game's a road game.
Yeah, we
like they've
pass
got to
on them.
fix that. And look, y'all can say what you want about James Franklin, but he was headed down that path of fixing that. He was selling Vanderbilt as Nashville's team. Like, look, I understand that Nashville has people from all over the country in here. And, like, your favorite team is, out west or northeast or wherever they are. But you can come here on a Saturday, and you can bring your kids, and you can have a great time, and you can watch SEC football. And he did a good job of selling that.
Yeah. University of Memphis does the same. So it can
Yeah.
be done. You just gotta lean into it. Gotta lean into it. That's tough. That ooh.
Yeah, you know the easiest way to do it?
Win.
Win games.
Which
I know.
James
I know.
Franklin
He
also
did.
did.
He did. He
He
won
did
9
too.
games back-to-back seasons, the first time in Vandy history.
I will point out he did it with Bobby Johnson's players. Just saying.
That's fine, though. I mean,
I know. I just like to point that out, though.
That cannot be remiss. Good job, Babs.
you're on this anti-James Franklin kick.
I'm sorry, but that was a
Bonehead.
jerky move.
You almost said something that rhymed with boosh.
I did. But that whole reputation part that we were talking about earlier in the show, got to keep at least a little bit of it.
Put the D in there.
Yeah.
Slay was looking at me like I was crazy.
He's back up to speed now.
Yep.
Left me back up with the
Slay's a little
turtle.
slow.
Yeah, I was
right
the
now.
turtle. I'm the turtle.
He's
Yeah.
not slow. He just came in hot. So he's,
That's right.
It needs
I
a
was-
minute to get settled.
I was the turtle, man.
How about this is what we'll do moving forward. That was a bag move by
Okay, yeah.
James.
See, I got that one. But
no, I had Penn State. I was all for it.
I'm with you. I needed them to do
He
that.
covered.
I was upset a little bit at first.
Now, I mean, you and Todd Furman both said, like, I mean, you could have just run your offense instead of like faking.
Instead, you getting all
taking
cute
a knee
just
and
to
then
cover.
throwing it into the
If
That
I'm
was
the
the
other
first thing.
team, I'm like, you are a jerk.
That was the first thing I thought.
I really don't think he's worried about Northwestern. By the way, Northwestern and Michigan State playing this weekend.
Oh wow, the battle of the fire coaches.
And Pat Fitzgerald, he filed suit today for $125 million against Northwestern.
Sheesh.
And you know Mel Tucker's going to, too.
He falling right behind that train.
Yeah, no doubt. Brett McMurphy on X tweeted this today. Wrongful termination coach lawsuits. 2. Big Ten wins. 1.
All right, coming up today. Again, we're broadcasting live at Buffalo Wild Wings at Nashville West on
Catch
Charlotte.
up.
And we've got a lot of giveaways for you. So if you're already sitting here and don't know this,
Yeah.
Eggy Bob's standing here, but he's got a table that's near the front door.
That
And
he's
you need
never
to
at.
get your is it name in the box today, Eggy Bob? You need to get your name in the box because I'm telling you right now, we're giving away a pair of Titans tickets each hour today. Each hour. All right? 3:45, we're giving away a Titans hat, and we're giving away Titans Panthers tickets. Those are 2 separate giveaways for the November 26th game. I don't know why that game, but that game. 4:45, Titans pullover.
Hey.
And Titans Panthers tickets for November 26th. And then at 5:45, we're going to give away Titans Falcons tickets.
Hey.
Thanks to Kelly over here with Buffalo Wild Wings and Miller Lite. So you can thank those guys. You can thank Miller Lite by drinking a bunch of Miller Lite today. That's
do
one
that
thing
at
that can happen.
4:45.
That's
Well,
my
I'll get to
beer.
that in just a second. Titans Falcons. So what's significant about the Titans Falcons game is that is the Oilers throwback game. All right, one of them.
Titans. Yeah, I got mine ready.
Which one? You got multiples.
Yeah,
They're so sweet.
I think I got.
Just wear them all.
Yeah,
It'll probably be cold by then.
I think I got King Henry.
Did y'all see, speaking of cold, the low temperature for Saturday night? Have y'all seen this?
What?
40.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
in Nashville?
Yes, Sunday morning when
That's what I'm
all of
talking
y'all degenerates go to church. It's going to be cold
Yeah, I'm ready.
AF.
I had a firewood waiting.
And
on-
freezing. Cold and freezing.
Dang. I'm
Fire
going to
pit.
Massachusetts. It's going to be warmer there.
No, it's gonna be freezing though.
Not during my game. I mean, it's going to be like 60s.
Oh, it's
Amherst.
gonna be good.
Yes.
Amherst.
Actually, the stadium is located in Hadley, Massachusetts.
Oh,
How
look
about
at
that?
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we'll have to find a town sign somewhere.
Is that why you named Hadley?
Oh, sure.
Just knew she was going there.
Dawn, you said you're going to Hadley?
Big
Yes.
Massachusetts fan.
High on Saturday, 68, low 47, and there's a nice chance of rain.
Yeah, there's like a 90% chance of rain. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm
That's when
bitter.
she puts her microphone in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 90% chance of rain. Have fun.
That's going on.
Thanks,
Also,
Honk.
listen, here's what else is going on. I'm trying to get a
Put
break.
you on
y'all.
the jerk train with James Franklin.
jerk train.
We're gonna jerk.
We should do that. I should have a jerk train every
You
week.
should.
Oh, today's Throat Punch Thursday.
Yeah.
We're going to do that?
It fits.
All right. Who gets a throat punch? Throat Punch Thursday right now. You offer up your throat punch in the world of sports. 615-737-1045. How about
Did
that?
we get this approved?
No.
Okay.
Listen, man, we're just out here.
Let's get it on.
They rein us in. You ask for forgiveness later, not approval.
Yeah.
Put your chin up. to
Big
the sky.
Savagery, Ramone Foster will join us at 4 o'clock. Greg Cosell, executive producer and analyst for NFL Matchup, producer at NFL Films for 44 years. We'll break down Titans Bengals tape. Take a look at the Titans Colts matchup at 4:20. Miller Lite Wash Away Toast with Ron Slate.
Yeah, let's go West
4:45.
Nashville.
4:45. If you're here at Buffalo Wild Wings, Nashville West at 4:45, you'll get a free Miller Lite while they last.
Get here.
And Slay will wash it away,
Yes.
whatever that is. Also, 3 pairs of Titans tickets, a Titans hat, and a pullover. Get here now. Nashville West, Buffalo Wild Wings, 3HL, presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. Throat Punch Thursday, 104.5 The Zone. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle. Brent Doherty here for my friends at Gupton, and I love these guys. You will too. Best vehicle buying experience that I have ever had. Best vehicle buying experience that you will ever have. Just make sure you get up there. Whether you're looking around right now, dealership to dealership, certainly include them. If you are about to do that, go there first, and you won't have to go anywhere else. These guys are awesome. 30 minutes from downtown Nashville, 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. That's where you'll get it done. Car, truck, SUV, Jeep, new or pre-owned, they'll be able to help you out. No pressure at all when you go see my friends at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, because they want what you want. You and the vehicle that's right for you, and that's what will happen when you go see them. Have that conversation with them. You'll come to agreement on what's best for you. Go take that test drive. Make sure everything's good. Go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it will be that easy. Check them out online. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All the dealership information is there. All of the inventory is there as well. That's GuptonMotors.com. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in Springfield, Tennessee. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
What's happening? People, Ron Slay here, man. Got to get your body healthy. And how does your body get healthy? Well, it's easier when your body heals your own body, when you don't have to start putting all kind of little medicines and everything, doing all these kind of treatments, when you can do holistic stem cell therapy. That's something I dove into, man, and I'm guaranteeing you that it will work. Yes, very, very, very high percentage of working. Matter of fact, worked on all three of my body parts. Then I went and got done. Yes, the knee. Then I got into the hip. Then I got into, yes, the shoulder. None of those problems are hurting anymore. I'm telling you, man. Your body, your cells, your solution. All you got to do is get with Dr. Kellum and then let him know what all of your concerns are. He's going to answer every single one of them, I promise you. Get your free consultation now, 615-850-4415. That's Kellum. StemCellInstitute.com, KELLUM, StemCellInstitute.com. You can't go wrong with it because you know why? I did it. Yeah, don't you believe in me? Your body, your cells, your solution. Let's go.
3HL 1045, the Zone Thursday edition. By the way, tomorrow we'll be broadcasting live at the Marina. Cedar Creek Marina, that is the new scoreboard location. Cedar Creek Marina, that's a fun spot, man. By the time, I don't know, like 5 o'clock rolls around out there at the Marina.
You ain't there early, you in trouble.
It is live.
You are in trouble.
But it's tons of sports fans, and like you can have a good time, meet us, watch the show, whatever, but meet a bunch of people that like what you like. Sports.
And drinks. And
Yeah, there are
conversation.
drinks.
And water. And fish. You can feed the fish. You can ride a boat.
I know. We fed the fish, allegedly fed the fish trail mix one day.
Okay,
No, you did. No, don't just
Right,
get on him,
you
Babsy.
trying to kill
Get
him?
on him. Get
I
on
thought
him,
we were
Babsy.
teammates.
No,
Well,
dog.
we're
I
all
told
in
you don't
together.
give
Look
him
at
that
that.
stuff.
One day you're the car, one day you're the turtle.
Told you don't give him that stuff, man. That stuff was good. You wasted it.
And it was yours, too.
I know. And a little fish down there just drowning off of it now.
No, they don't eat what they can't eat. They're smart.
No, they ain't.
Yeah. Fish are smart. They don't eat what they can't
They
eat.
jump on lines and let people take them out their own habitat.
Yeah, but they don't eat what they can't eat. Like, you can't just give them an M&M and they just plop that down.
If you put it on the line, they will.
I don't think they will.
Well, we'll try.
Fishermen will tell you.
We're going to try it tomorrow.
Like, you have to have
Kirby, bring a fishing rod and an M&M tomorrow.
How are you going to get an M&M on a fishing rod?
Because
Kirby
you
can do
bet.
anything.
No. Fishermen, I'm not a fisherman, but fishermen will tell you, like, specific fish need specific bait. They won't eat all of it.
Well,
They won't.
It'll be a chocolate fish.
What fish will eat chocolate? Like, dogs are not supposed to eat chocolate.
M&M fish.
Do you know that, Babs?
I'm sorry, I tuned out.
Don't know
Did
what
you know
got.
that dog?
Let me know when you guys are back.
Did you know that dogs are not supposed to eat chocolate?
It's him.
Oh, yeah, you are the only one that did not know that.
No, I do know that.
Oh,
I
Slay
didn't know that. Yeah, I
Slay's
didn't.
the only one that didn't know
I'm
that.
the only one that got a dog.
Don't be thinking about giving my big boy Patton any chocolate
Let
now.
Patton come out. Let Patton come out acting crazy. yeah, boy.
He did on Sunday night when I was over there.
Yeah, he almost ate.
I thought me and your husband were like best buds, man, for years. And he's like, I'm just going to unleash his dog on you on this porch.
He
Have
almost ate Mayor on Sunday. Almost ate our super sweet guy that came to fix our pool today. I didn't realize he was in the backyard and let Patton out.
Babsy.
I know. I mean, that's Patton's territory too. Can't
How did you get him?
I don't think I've ever run that fast in my life.
I would have jumped in the water.
He
Strangely, for like a medium-sized person, you have long legs.
I do.
Me and Babs both have just short torsos.
I do too. No, I have a long torso.
Yep, you got a long torso.
Yeah.
Little short, itty bitty torso. If you know why though? Because I'm missing a vertebrae. If I would have had that vertebrae, I'd have been playing
Yeah, that dog would have been
outside
captured.
hitter in the SEC.
Well, that's true. All right. I turned on the television the other day. Auburn was playing Georgia in volleyball. I thought about you. I quickly
Yes.
turned it.
Somebody texted me and said, "Are you calling?" Hey,
It was 8-6. I don't
and
know.
said, "Are you calling this game?" It sounds like you. Which I was not.
Everybody sounds like you.
No one sounds like Babs.
Good news here in the world of college football. Did y'all see this? Stud UNC wide receiver Tez Walker eligible.
Huh?
The NCAA reversed its decision.
Yeah, because they should all be on the jerk train.
I told you.
Hey, throat punch Thursday.
Yes,
Throat
the-
punch Thursday for taking this long to allow that kid to play ball.
The entire NCAA should stand at attention and raise your chin to the sky. And we should just be able to come by. Fop, 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 fop. All in your throat.
Throat punch Thursday.
I knew it. They listen, when you dead wrong, man, you can't do that. That's
Just
so
admit
what
it,
he missed,
move
4 or
on.
5 games? 5 games, darn near? Like, come on, dog.
I mean,
They ought to be ashamed of themselves.
I'm going to allow you to say
I was
that.
gonna say, thank you,
yep,
Babsy.
shame on them. But how dumb do they look now?
Even more so.
Even more so, going back at making such a big deal about it that, first of all, you take forever to tell him he's not eligible,
Yep.
and you wait until right before a huge game for Carolina.
Yep.
Was that the South Carolina game? Was
Yeah,
it
he
week
did get to
one?
play. He did
Yeah.
get to play. Yep. Week 1.
Right,
Yep.
okay. So you wait until game week to come out with that decision by the NCAA. And then Mac Brown, who is the best and loves everybody, absolutely destroys you, publicly.
He said, "Shame on you."
Yes, he did.
I'm
like, that's
as strong as you get from an old dude. If an old dude says "shame on you," that's as strong as it gets. That's like old dude in a fight that takes his watch off. Watch the hell out.
Hope
he's ready to go.
Baby.
He's ready to go. He takes that watch off. He knows he's winning that bout.
Yep.
That's what Mac Brown did.
So
he took
all
his
of
watch
that,
off.
only to 4 weeks later come back and say he's eligible?
Listen, they're undefeated too. They're 4-0. They play Syracuse this weekend at home.
I know what my money will be, bet.
You know, like we were talking about all these guys that are hurt.
I hope he go get the
that are ready
biggest
to
award.
That are ready to play, and how do you work them in and all that stuff. Tez, go out there, line up wide. I don't care what route you run. We're throwing you the ball.
Let's go.
Because that dude is going to be ready to ball.
Mm-hmm. And he got a quarterback that can get it to him.
Drake May.
How's he been playing this year?
That's what I was going to say. We haven't really heard much about him because he doesn't have weapons.
Well, he's sure going to get one now, boy. They've been waiting on this, too.
Drake May is completing 73% of his passes.
Yeah.
5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Let me see when they play Clemson.
Their leading receiver is J.J. Jones, who has 16 for 296 and no touchdowns. Yeah, I mean.
Drake May actually leads the ACC in yards passing.
He does, but the 5-4, though, like he hasn't been himself.
Right.
But this is going to change everything.
He gets to be himself because he has somebody to help him be himself.
Help me help you.
That's what I was just thinking of. Good job, yo.
So the AD for North Carolina, instead of saying like, hey, I'm glad, thank you, NCAA, for doing what's right. No, he said, this could have been avoided. This could have
That's
been
what Mac Brown
avoided.
said?
No, the AD.
Yeah.
His name is Bubba Cunningham.
They wrong, man.
How about an athletics director named Bubba? That's pretty cool, too.
You got to be one of the coolest. You got to be with that, man.
615-737-1045 at 3HL1045.
Mac Brown tweeted a picture an hour ago of, just the closest, tightest bear hug embrace you have ever seen with him and
I saw
Tez.
the video of that.
Yep. Said, what a moment. So happy for Tez.
Dope. This dope.
Well, if I was Drake May,
Pretty
I'd be
cool.
over there hugging that guy too. Hey, you ready to roll? Because listen, we're gonna win this Syracuse game, and then we got Miami next week.
Yes. Like in college, one position can change the face of your season and your team, without question. Running back, especially when those skill guys, especially when you already got a guy in Drake May that can get the ball to him. Mm-hmm. Man, that can be dangerous. With Mac Brown, it might be time to get active, UNC, Chapel Hill. We'll see y'all get active.
UNC, Chapel Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Might pay a little attention to that now.
My God, this is college.
What are you doing?
I can't stop.
What? Can't stop.
The Asians in cauliflower.
Oh.
It's good, isn't it?
What is your cauliflower wings?
Mild. I'm a wuss.
They're really hot. No, they're really hot.
I got a Caesar salad, but I got honey barbecue and Asian zing sauce. So it's hot.
You got sweet and tangy.
Yeah. Sweet and tangy. Buffalo Wild Wings, Nashville West, that's where we are. Again, the Miller Lite Wash Away Toast coming up at 4:45. If you're here, you will get a free Miller Lite, and you'll be able to wash away whatever you want to wash away, whatever Slade chooses to wash away. That'll happen at 4:45. We also have next segment, about 20 minutes or so. We're going to give away a pair of Titans-Panthers tickets.
Give it away now.
At Nissan Stadium, yes. And then at 4:45, that segment will give away another pair of Titans-Panthers tickets and a Titans pullover. Also, I should have said in 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever it is, we'll also give away a Titans hat. And then in the last segment of the show, Titans-Falcons tickets, club-level seats, October 29th. And that is the Oilers throwback jersey uniform game. The other thing that's interesting about what's going on right now here is that Dawn is eating wings and drinking coffee. That is a bizarre combination.
It's a terrible idea.
How'd you even get to that point, man?
I don't know. I'm out of it. It's a terrible idea.
You went to Starbucks. Did everything go okay? Because there have been moments where that has not worked out well.
We were all good today.
Okay. Kentucky at
Nobody
Georgia.
cut in front of me.
Kentucky at Georgia coming up this weekend. Georgia, a 14.5-point favorite. The betting analytics people tell me minus the 14.5 that Georgia is going to work Kentucky. And it makes sense, honestly, because
they're trying to get that money.
Well,
on Kentucky, right?
that
Yes.
I think that's a definite thing.
You always talk about the reverse line theory.
Yes, and I think that's in play here.
I mean, this is the same line that Auburn went into this game with
Georgia.
No quarterback.
Yeah, and I think like the public sees Kentucky run for 329 yards and Ray Davis go for 280 against Florida, who had the number 1 defense in the SEC, the number 5 defense in the country, and you think, okay, that's going to replicate down at Georgia. Georgia's defensive line hasn't been as good this year, which is true. But you get comments coming out of that Auburn game from Kirby Smart where he says that he was riding home on the bus in a state of depression about their ability to stop the run. So he's completely challenging his team this week. So if they don't stop the run this week, that means they can't stop the run.
Yep.
So that's a good data point moving forward for Georgia. My guess is they will be able to pinch that run down a little bit, try to make Devin Leary make plays in the pass game, which I don't believe he can. And it's unfortunate because he has weapons on the outside.
Right.
That he can't get the ball to. And there've been a lot of drops too from the receivers from Kentucky. But I also think, like, I'm guessing Mike Bobo during that Auburn game was told, hey, man, this ain't difficult.
Yeah.
Get the ball to Bowers. Like, what are you doing? Like, he had 2 receptions for 9 yards going into that mid-third quarter when they're down 17-10. Then he catches 148 yards worth of passes, 9 receptions, and a touchdown, and they win. So that makes me wonder, is that going to be the focal point of the game plan going forward? If Georgia can get on top by a couple scores, then you make Devin Leary have to throw the ball.
Right.
That's not a good situation for Kentucky. Kentucky fans know this too. They're all over Devin Leary.
Yeah.
And so that's why I kind of think Georgia in this game by more than 14.5.
He got bailed out last game with that running game, the way it was just running so well. But isn't I thought part of Kentucky's strength on defense was supposed to be their linebackers.
Linebackers are good, so
that's supposed to be
and the defensive line's good. Their front 7 is good.
Yeah.
So that's one recipe for Kentucky to be able to get this done. Is Georgia's offensive line isn't that good.
Right.
Despite what we were being told in the offseason, like Alabama.
Yep.
And so if the defensive line for Kentucky can limit the run game for Georgia and make them one-dimensional, then we're watching something, right? And then if Ray Davis can get a couple of explosive runs, then we're watching something.
So to your point real quick, too, though, what you were talking about yesterday, Cole Kubelik and Roman Harper, their show, when they break it down, they said that Kentucky has the exact same setup that got Ray Davis off in that last game against Florida that Auburn was using versus Georgia. So
Guess what?
Well, but
They've seen it.
right,
that's
but
true, too.
Here's the difference.
Very
though.
true, Babs.
Auburn has the quarterback that he never ran at Michigan State. I don't know what's going on with Peyton Thorne, but he was able to run the football.
No, he was moving.
Devin Leary ain't running the ball.
Yeah.
So you take that element out.
Yeah.
Kentucky's offense is more traditional, handed to the eye back. But Auburn did get push up front on both sides of the ball against Georgia.
Yes, they did.
And from one of my Auburn people after that Georgia game, Georgia certainly not the same as they are in the as they have been in the past. We played well, still a few years away. We don't have the studs that the other schools have. So if you look at Kentucky, do they kind of fall in that boat?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta say just because of
when they're talking.
Even when they're
when
top
they're talking
tier,
the studs, we don't have the guys that we normally have. They're talking to.
No, I think that's true.
Yep. That sounded like Coach Mack 2 years ago when we was talking.
I mean, McConkey's a nice piece
right?
at wide receiver, but is that like an NFL playmaker? Maybe he plays in the league, but I mean, that's not what you normally have, right? Like, he had 4 catches last week. He's back and needed for sure, but
it's different.
To your point, I mean, this is Brock Bowers on offense. That's what it is. And that dude is a stud. So Georgia has won 13 in a row against Kentucky. Kentucky's looking for its third 6-0 start in program history. They've only been 6-0 twice. Isn't that crazy?
Just so happened to be back-to-back national champions.
Georgia, even though they've been downgraded a little bit by the Vegas guys.
I mean, that being said, they've been national champions the last 2 years. So, yeah, they're not what they were in the past, but they were national champions the past 2 years.
Right, and we asked Todd Furman about that. Like, is it possible to be downgraded but still go undefeated? He said absolutely. And that's kind of where we are with Georgia. Georgia's won 22 games in a row.
Especially with this schedule.
22 games in a row.
Anybody can do that, yo.
That ain't easy.
It's not easy on any level.
It ain't easy. Notre Dame,
Especially not in
Louisville.
this league.
Yeah.
Some quick notes on this, and again, Bet the Board podcast, college football edition is phenomenal. You get a lot of this from them.
Cigar on that tonight.
First sellout since the Cardinals last played Notre Dame in 2019.
Wow.
First 5-0 start for Louisville since 2013. The quarterback for that team,
Jeff Brown.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Jeff Brom.
Yeah, no, he was.
He's like 03,
he was in the
04.
90s.
Was
Yeah.
he? Was that far back?
He was that far back. Yeah.
God almighty.
I'm
I
like
thought it was my
thinking,
era.
wait, what? Teddy Bridgewater was the quarterback then?
Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, Louisville's won 8 consecutive home games. Notre Dame does get its top 2 wide receivers back. They were playing with a hodgepodge of receivers, but still been playing well. Louisville does have home run hitters on offense. If they can hit a few big plays, that'll help. If you can get that game with that crowd, night game, into the fourth quarter in a one-score deal, maybe you can do something.
Is there some, what is it?
Trickery?
Jet lag is what I was going to say, but hangover. Is there a little hangover for Notre Dame? You don't believe the hangover stuff,
No,
do you?
I don't. I'm going to be real. Like,
I do.
I mean,
well, you don't have an experienced team, yes, but I think they have, a veteran-like team. That's my only pushback on it.
Mayor, what do you
think it's real. But
Mayor, do you believe in hangovers?
personally, no.
I mean,
I can't tell you last time I had a hangover.
they say just get a Bloody Mary.
It's all about your hydration.
Is that what you do?
That's
It
it.
is about hydration.
That's what.
Water.
Which is why
Drinking
I
it now.
fail at not having hangovers often.
She's got coffee. Me and you have water. When we come back, we'll hit on Oklahoma, Texas a little bit, Maryland, Ohio State. We'll also get into Titans, Colts. What's the latest there? 3HL broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings, Nashville West. We'd love to see you out here. We're going to give away a lot of stuff, including Titans tickets. So make sure you're here. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Steak out wings. You know what time it is. You got to go and get you something because it's so good. The home of sweet and sassy. They will never let you down. Why? Because I'm the one telling you. And you got to believe in me, especially when it comes to wings, people. The reason it tastes so good is because you go in there, you tell them, let me get the Ron Slay, sweet and sassy, lemon pepper drizzle, Cajun ranch fries with the cheese melted on top. Oh, my gosh, man. I'm telling you. I ain't going wrong. Tuesdays, 69-cent wings. Yes, always on point. Now, you got to know the mac and cheese is included. You probably wondering, where do I get it from? Well, let me tell you. I'm swallowing my food. Yeah,
I love it so much.
Plaza Mariachi, 3961 Nolensville Pike, 123 Ewing Drive. That's the other location. Now, that's where you go dive in. Get the 69-cent wings on Tuesday. Also, $8.99 lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. every single day. Go on and get you some, man. Tell them Big Slay sent you. Tell them to give you the Ron Slay. It's Steve I got wings.
To be fair, you thought I was going to go first. So
No, not to be fair. You were supposed to go first.
I was supposed to go first. I was not ready. I did not know I was going first. Now Dawn's giving me crap, too. So there we go. And here they come back. You're still chopping.
Dude, I was going to spit it out. It was too good.
Buddy Allen Carpet One, here to keep you comfortable at home with the Cozy Up to Carpet Flooring sale. Visit our friends at Buddy Allen now through November 6th to get big savings on carpets on every style, pattern, and texture. Need a little financing help? Enjoy 0 interest if paid in full within 18 months. Stop by the store in Donaldson today to get details and guidance from the flooring experts. Visit BuddyAllenCarpet1.com for details, or just stop by the store in Donaldson. 2405 at Lebanon Pike, 615-883-3289. BuddyAllenCarpet1.com. Do. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay with you. Over here in Nashville West. Beautiful day in the Music City, right, Babs?
Beautiful. I just looked at my radar, and it is solid green.
Look outside.
Oh, yeah, it's raining.
That could be the trees, Babs. Solid green on the radar.
Oh, no, it's not that green. There's a little yellow mixed in there, too.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I know we need the rain, though, so
Yep, going into
try
this
and be,
winter.
try and be nice here.
By the way, driving up to Knoxville for the South Carolina game, the trees on the plateau already turning.
My backyard trees are shedding their leaves and putting them into my pool.
Hey.
I'm not talking about that. They're just colorful. Beautiful.
I know, I'm just saying it's clearly fall is here.
It is.
Who
here.
gets the leaves out of the pool, you or Travis?
I'll let you guess on that one.
Definitely not Babsy.
That would not be on my job
If
list.
there were no Travis at your house, the leaves would just pile up in that pool.
No, I'd hire someone.
You'd hire someone, yeah. Eventually. Come cut that weed down in the front. Is that still there?
Yes. No. We got rid of it, but it's back.
Came back with a
Trust me,
vengeance.
I sent a picture to Mr. Babs
Listen,
last
man.
week and was like, yo, we now officially have 2 weed trees in the front.
Yeah, weed trees are like, they're here for the long haul, man. They're going to fight to the death.
Why wouldn't they?
And there
like
is
you
no death.
dig
They're
them
like zombies.
dig them out, get them out, and they come back.
Root system and all? You get
Yes.
the root system?
Yes.
Okay. We were at MTSU yesterday.
Yeah, they
MTSU
trained.
was doing great in the first half, 23-7, and then it fell apart.
Yeah. Scary injury, too.
Yeah.
I was watching that
Man.
last night. Very scary.
I was, too.
And they were down there for a long time tending to him. I guess the word is concussion, I think, which
That's
is
what I heard, yeah.
great news. It could have been much worse with how it looked. Although it didn't look like a bad hit.
No.
And that's where you just don't
Yep.
ever know in this game. It's so physical, and you just don't know because it was a clean hit. It was proper execution. There wasn't targeting.
Both
It
of
wasn't
them were
anything like
protected.
that.
Yep.
Yes. You
I
just
agree.
never know. This game's so physical.
That turned the tide of that game too, man. Like I
Yeah,
think
I felt it did, too.
Yeah. What's the name? What is
Well,
it?
it's funny. They ended up scoring a
Jacksonville State.
touchdown on that drive, but then after
Right.
that, it was
Kind of wind came
It
out
was
the
38-0 Jacksonville State in the second half. Middle got a late touchdown, so that was not 38 unanswered.
That was the only. I would have hit 2 parlays if they would have handled their business.
Yeah, so 45-30 the final. We'll be back out there on Tuesday for Middle Tennessee football.
Come see us. We had fun.
Come and see.
Baby Babs was all about throwing that football.
Dude, she was all over the Grove. Like,
Yeah.
no
Welcome
part of
to
the
my
Grove.
life.
Like, she met everyone.
Welcome to my life.
She loved Kirby.
She did love it. She
So
went
Kirby
running to
Allen Kirby. That was like her buddy.
She went running away from Ecky Bop to Kirby. It was funny.
That's about right.
Ecky said, yeah. Let's go to Ken in the Borough next up on 3HO. Ken, what's up? How are you, buddy?
Hey, I'm great, guys. Wonderful show. I'm glad you're talking about yesterday. Great show from the Grove. Great show at Middle Tennessee State. It's always great to have you guys down here in the Borough. And I will try to get out there next Tuesday. Didn't know you were going to be here. But my many compliments to that. And that drags me into Conference USA. And Conference USA, do not underestimate all that you listening audience out there. Do not underestimate this conference. They are loaded with talent. They are loaded with massive talent on every team. And, Don, I'm going to give this one to you because you've been to Las Cruces, New Mexico. And that game was on TV last night. Las Cruces, New Mexico State, FIU, and Diego Pavia, the quarterback for New Mexico State, whom you watched, Don, when you were out there doing a broadcast, is unbelievable. That kid's 5'11", 200 pounds. He can throw a ball 60 yards on the button or throw a rocket 20 yards in your hands, and he can run like the wind. Do not underestimate Conference USA. I'm going to throw this to you, Don, because you are out there watching this from afar at that great campus in Las Cruces.
Yes, absolutely. So it was funny, too, with Diego. Like Coach Jerry Kill talked about it, and he said, yeah, we walked in, and you're like, oh, hey, okay, this is one of your quarterbacks. And he's like, this dude? Like this guy? He's maybe 5'11". He's like, this is one of our quarterbacks. Great. 5'11", 200 pounds. That guy is special. And he wasn't special in week 0 when I watched him, but just, I mean, he did it last year. He struggled in week 0 a little bit, but just super when it comes to leadership, when it comes to skill set, when it comes to the study part of it. You know, he's a guy that's from there, and it means something to him. So, yeah, he's fun because I went and stood next to him during warm-ups and was like, I don't know if he's 5'11" here.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I try to like kind of size it up, and I don't ever wear heels or anything when I'm out there. I'm 5'7", and he was close to me, you know.
5'7", huh?
Well, you know, on a good day.
Okay.
Just like he's 6 feet. You know.
Ken's right. Jacksonville
Yep.
State's a well-coached team, and MTSU's a well-coached team. You know,
Yep.
I mean, you can go top to bottom basically, and find some good football there. And so from a fan standpoint, like the midweek games, I don't know I mean, we were talking to Chris Massar, the athletics director, like from an administration standpoint. Well, he pointed out, there's only one other game going on, right? Like, and they had a game last year on Saturday opposite Tennessee, Alabama. So, like, you know, it does work from that perspective. Oklahoma and Texas, first meeting with both undefeated since 2011. Coming up at 11 a.m. They used to call it the Red River Shootout. They don't call it that anymore.
Yeah, it's the Red River Rivalry.
Rivalry.
Red River Rivalry.
I just wanted to make y'all say that.
The Red River Rivalry.
We went through this yesterday. Texas, just okay at running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Ewers has been great.
Dilling.
Their kicking game, too. 5 missed kicks. So if it comes down to something like that, I don't think it will. I think Texas is the better team here. I think Texas is one of the better teams in America. But I will say this. 6.5. I will say this. Oklahoma, for people of interest in this, or that have interest in this, I guess a better way to say it, Oklahoma is unbeaten this year against the spread.
Who have they played?
Yeah, and I don't believe in them just yet.
Well, to that stat, it really doesn't matter. They're covering every week. It doesn't.
No, it does matter.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I see your point there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't say they haven't played
Great team
any
cover.
super solid defenses right now, right?
No, but, you know, the line is the line, you know, and it's usually based off things like that. So,
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oklahoma is undefeated, though, so from that perspective, in terms of who they have played, does matter. They won
Iowa State.
They won 73-0 against Butch Jones and Arkansas State. Remember that one where he was leaned down on the sideline?
Yeah. Although he switched quarterbacks, right?
Shed some tears on him.
Yeah, they've won a couple games too.
Yep.
SMU 28-11. You know them. Tulsa 66-17. Cincinnati on the road 20-6. Iowa State 50-20, and they get Texas now.
And I'll tell you real quick that SMU game, because I went back and obviously watched some of it since I was working SMU last week. And that game was closer than that score showed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think SMU, you take away, you know, and I know it's easy to say this, but you take away like 2 catastrophic mistakes for them, and they win that game.
Yeah, no, I think that matters, actually, when you start to evaluate future games. That's why I like Texas big in this one.
Mm-hmm.
That's just where I am. Hunk, do you have some things to give away? We need to give away a Titans hat.
Yes.
And we need to give away Titans tickets coming up right now.
The winner of the Titans hat is Gina Cook.
Hey, Gina Cook.
Gina Cook. Just won a Titans hat. And the winner
Hey, hang on, Hunt.
Oh, sorry.
Hang on, Hunt. We keep going back to Martin and Gina and all that.
Yeah,
this week.
it
all
always
week. All
it
week.
comes back
It's
full
circling
circle,
back.
baby.
Congrats, Gina. What do you got? Titans and Panthers tickets coming up.
Yes, that is going to be coming up at the end of November, and we just gave away a pair of tickets to Alda Ray McAdams. Alda Ray McAdams.
Ray McAdams.
We'll try to find Alda Ray. Is she related to Rachel McAdams? If so, is Rachel McAdams here?
Maybe she's related
If
to
so,
Samuel
she could
Adams. Where's Samuel Adams at?
Samuel Adams is behind the bar.
Okay.
I've been to Samuel Adams' grave, and there's a bar right across the street where you can have Samuel Adams while looking at his grave.
Look at that.
Why'd you go there?
Because it's in Boston.
it's
It's
in
like
Boston.
a staple.
Yeah.
Even
We're not going there this year. Not going to visit no graves.
It's Boston. There's a lot of people that died there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
right around the same time.
That's true.
Bring me the tea.
I mean, it was like the only party they really had is a tea party.
It was a hell of a
Listen
party.
to Hunk, just our history buff here on
Yeah.
3HL.
Well, Hunk knows when all the people die.
Yeah.
That's what Hunk knows.
It's
what Hunk-
October, Dawn. I had my daughter watching Halloween this morning.
No.
Okay.
Look
at
Yes.
that.
It's all about death
Hunk's
this month.
Hunk's obsessed with it.
He is. All right. 4 o'clock hour coming up. Big Savager, Ramone Foster will join us next. How much more do rivalry games / divisional games mean to players? Means a lot to fans. How much does it mean to players? We'll talk with him about that and the Titans Colts game. Greg Cosell at 4:20. Miller Lite Wash Away Toast with Ron Slay at 4:45. Big hour coming up. 3HL broadcasting
see us.
live from Nashville West
West
on
Side.
Charlotte on 104.5 The Zone.
All right, if you are like me, when you do something in your house or you need somebody to come fix something, maybe you need replacement windows and doors, I always ask around to see who people have used because I want real reviews. I want to hear somebody tell me what it was like to work with a company. Well, that's exactly what I did when I needed new windows and doors in my house and townhome, and Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville kept coming up. So I called them, had them come out, scheduled a free consultation, fell in love with them, and the rest is history. There you go. Got my new windows and doors from Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, and I'm here to be your source to let you know that they did a phenomenal job. Here's the deal. Their process of installation allows them to warranty their work. So they back everything up with a 10-year labor warranty, leading in the industry, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. And this is the other thing. They have the staff put in place to support you, the customer, to make sure that they can show up, they can do exactly what you want, what you need, and do it right. Tell them Dawn sent you and schedule your free consultation. Check out their limited time special offers at PellaNashville.com.
What's happening? People, you're sitting at home and you're wondering, like, man, how can I increase testosterone? How can I do that? How can I lower my blood pressure? Maybe the cholesterol as well. Awaken 180. weightloss.com. That's what will help you. I'm guaranteeing you that. Now, a long-term solution for weight loss is right here. When you're listening to it, let's give them a call. Get your consultation. 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800. That's how you hit up awaken180weightloss.com. Check them out. Just see what they're doing. You're looking for an example. You got me. That's your example, man. 45 pounds down. Dropped it smooth off. Got up out of the 300s and sitting down here nice and pretty in my playing weight. That's right. I'm talking about playing weight from college, too. So it's amazing watching others do the same thing. Won't you join in on it? It's real easy to do. All you got to do is give them a call, 844-346-1800. It's awaken180weightloss.com. You want to get the weight off of you, you want to lose it, whatever you want to call it, do it today.
Good afternoon from the Buffalo Wild Wings in Nashville West. I'm Joe Hunk. The injury report is out, and the Colts are actually on the field, so we know kind of what really happened up there today at practice. Like Jonathan Taylor saying that he was a full participant. Ryan Kelly was also a full participant, but what you need to pay attention to, Kwity Paye as well as Bernard Raymond, both of those players did not practice today, both with concussions. Remember, they have to practice 2 times before they can clear concussion protocol. For the Titans, DeAndre Hopkins, Derrick Henry, both of those players sat out today, but that was because of rest. Treylon Burks and Tierre Tart, both of those players were out. That's because of injury. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com for breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, as well as the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville 3HL on the air. Bridge Orty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. I know it's raining, but your feet hit the ground today. That makes it a beautiful day. That's what I say all the time. Thank you, Eki Bop. Eki Bop approves of that message. Broadcasting live today at Nashville West Buffalo Wild Wing. We are here, and we are ready to do a lot of things today in terms of giveaways, in terms of guests, and all those things. The giveaways. Titans pullover coming up at 4:45. We'll do that in that segment. So if you're here, make sure you get your name in the box. If you're not here, make sure you get here to get your name in the box. Titans Panthers tickets we're giving away as well this hour. Coming up next hour, Titans Falcons tickets. That is the Oilers throwback game. So you'll want to be there. Club level seats for that. We've got a lot going on. Greg Cosell at 4:20. The Miller Lite wash away toes with Ron Slay. You prepared for that?
Yeah, you better know it.
You just gonna wing it? You good?
I'll wing it. That's my middle name. Ron Wing It Slay. That's why we're in
I
Buffalo
thought it
Wild
was
Wings.
Sylvester Slay.
That's when I'm outside.
Is
the
wing
wing
it
spot.
how they pronounce it in Italy?
No.
Okay, just
That's
go.
Podio. That's it. That's all it is.
All right.
Podio.
Ron Slay is here.
I'm in the
Since we're-
building.
since
I'm in
we're
the
there.
building.
Best believe I'm in the building. Better be ready. I'm in
Latino.
the building. Car ain't got no rules. Time for the show.
Got a lot going on. We do have that wash away toast coming up at 4:45. If you are here for that, you will get a free Miller Lite. People are already cheering us now.
And you got
like
to,
they're
and
ready.
you got to chug it though, like Babs did. Babs set the tone.
Babs did set the tone.
Take it to
She
the
said-
head, baby. Yeah, we going down. Okay, I got y'all. I can't have one now, but you know, we can bend the rules a little bit at 4:45.
Dawn Davenport is here as well.
What up, Babs?
That's bunk. That's bunk. Twitch, please.
Everything's gone.
Twitch, please. Twitch, please.
Listen, it is officially Colts Hate Week.
Yes, it is.
As we sit here on a Thursday, Titans Colts coming up this weekend. Titans a 1-point favorite now in this game on the road. Anthony Richardson will have to be dealt with. Jonathan Taylor may have to be dealt with. So we'll see what's going on there. Big Savagery Ramone Foster joins us now at Ramone Foster on Twitter from Ramone, Kayla, and Will and Titans Radio. Ramone, what's up? How are you?
Not much, good people. What's going on, man?
So fans get caught up in these rivalries for sure. I'm curious, like in the NFL, do players get caught up in rivalries? Does it mean a little bit more? Is there a little bit extra juice? Divisional game, rivalry, or is it just the next week?
If you're a competitive team, yeah, you get caught up in it. And if you're a competitor in general, you do, Mayor, just on the basis that most coaches will tell you, and I think probably all levels, you in your division, that's your ticket to the postseason. That's all you ever want. And considering that Jonathan Taylor may play this weekend, they're opening up the windows of Lucas Oil Stadium. Yeah, Mayor, it definitely counts a lot. And I'm looking forward to seeing what it looked like. All I've ever seen Indianapolis be is, you know, all I can remember it being is just being quiet with Peyton Manning because I won there also like the Titans.
You had to throw that one in, right? How many times did you
thought
play
I was
there?
giving too many flowers.
How many times did you play there? Do you remember?
About 3 times. I'm pretty sure we won every single time, too.
Okay, nice. I
Nice
like
flex.
it.
Nice flex. Yeah, let me ask you this, Savage. You got getting ready for this game. How do you get ready for this game as a player? You also got Pittsburgh and Baltimore taking place, so it's a lot of interdivision rivalries going on. So to equate that to the Colts and the Titans, the bad blood there. How do you get ready for it as a player? Do you have flashbacks? You wake up in cold sweat this morning, just thinking about, oh man, I gotta get to see a Raven, I gotta see Burt in the studio or anything like that.
No, you take the emotions out and stay focused. That's simply what it's got to be, man. As long as your emotions are out and you don't pander to what the crowd wants and simply play your game, if you have that type of team that can compete, you will. And that's what this week's got to be for this team. And, of course, it's always a little small stuff, Savage. You know how it goes as a competitor. Like, you'll tell your stuff like small things. Like, we won here 4 times. Let's make it 5. I need 5. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everybody's slapping 5 on the sideline just to commemorate you beating them 5 times in a row at their place. It'll be little small things that you'll see. Well, they said Jonathan Taylor was better than Derrick Henry. You remember those little things while staying calm and just realizing if that crowd in Indianapolis is going to be quiet while their offense is out there, then they should be just as quiet as us whenever we beat them at the end of the game. So you play all of those little games to yourself while being calm and unemotional about it. You see what I'm saying? This week right here, and it will be simply get ahead of somebody in your division. Take over the spot of number 1 in the division. And on Monday, of course, Burt will just have to eat crow because he actually picked the Ravens to win this weekend against Pittsburgh. And they're up against the wall, too. So if you want to send flowers to Burt on Monday morning or some chocolates or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, he'll take that too.
Hey,
I mean, based on what we've seen, though, I mean, you can't really fault a guy for picking the Ravens over the Steelers, can you?
No, his point was he took the 4 points. That's the issue. That game historically is a 3-point game. So that's where you got to make Burt pay.
Okay.
What worries you with the Titans walking into this game versus the Colts on the road, knowing they haven't won on the road, needing to get a victory on the road, and you got a guy like Taylor. Like, what coming spanking the Cincinnati Bengals like that? What worries you about the Titans going on the road?
Man, the same thing I worry about with the Vols. And no, they're not correlating to one or the other, but this team hasn't won on the road yet. This Titans team's got to go show and prove on the road. And New Orleans, I mean, it was a tight one, but you lost. We saw what happened in Cleveland also. Controlling that crowd, controlling the ebb, and not necessarily the flow of the game because it's supposed to be toxic against the Colts. It's supposed to be a hard game against the Colts. You got to be able to show that you are composed enough to be able to win on the road. That's operation of the offense as far as his offensive line goes. Not jumping off sides, not getting behind the chains. Defensively, not letting a young guy like Anthony Richardson move the chains on you because his passing percentage may be around 57%, but if he can move the chains and if JT is going to be behind him in the backfield at running back, then you got to be able to make sure you stop him and not play any emotional games. I look at this week and say we've seen this team defensively from the defensive line have a couple unsportsmanlike conduct. You can't have that against a team like this because you know how the momentum rolls, man, and I think that goes a little bit towards the referees. If they think Big Jeff and company are doing a little extra after the play because Anthony Richardson is a rookie, they're going to call stuff a little bit more closely because they understand the emotions of this game. They got to show that they can win on the road because at the end of the day, depending on what their record is, if they get into the playoffs as one of those teams, they'll host a game and potentially go on the road if they're not the number 1 seed going into it. So winning these type of road games mean a lot for a team.
So you mentioned a couple things during that I want to hit on. One, Jonathan Taylor, if he is back, do you think, and you've seen a lot of guys coming back for the first time, but do you think he can step in and contribute right away, not being in football shape? And I know you were an offensive lineman, and offensive lineman, that's a different conversation and a different, position when we're talking maybe Nicholas Petit-Frere on if he can step in then at that running back position. So what if Jonathan Taylor does go, which he practiced again, what do you expect from him?
I expect one or two things to happen. One, JT to get to a point to where he probably has a phantom injury and say, "Oh man, I'm hurt again. Sorry, y'all, I tried," because he's got to protect his asset, right?
Yeah.
Is that fair to say? That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he doesn't do anything here in the next couple of weeks, nobody's going to try and trade for him and get him, right?
Yep, and here's the other side of that too, Babs. They could just say, "Screw, we're gonna run him into a ground, screw his acclimation." And at that point, JT shows who he is. Somebody's going to pay the price anyway next year. It's one or two things that's going to happen for a guy like him. And considering he's on the back end of business dealings with the Colts, I'd almost expect him, if he's a willing participant, for him to get ran into the ground. And that's what kind of sucks about the running back position is they are a smaller individual that get hit by 300-pounders. And I get why he's trying to leverage himself, which is why I wouldn't be shocked because there was an announcement from the NFLPA, "Oh, hey, you guys should have phantom injuries." Well, JT's in the perfect scenario right now to actually pull that card and nobody bat an eye and be done for the entirety of the year unless he does get paid if they catch up to his scheme. Because actually say somebody is colluding to do something, you got to have hard facts to do that. So in this situation, a running back does have the upper hand unless he chooses to just go all out for the guys. And that's one thing I will say, the sports psychology of, hey, are you injured or are you hurt, always comes into play for all players. I don't care what age you are. Hey, can you play when the coaches or your teammates ask you that? It always plays into a factor. So one of those two things will happen this weekend if he is active.
Love it, Savage. Ramone Foster.
Drama.
No doubt about it. At Ramone Foster on Twitter. Check him 6 to 10 weekday mornings. Ramone, Kayla, Will. And on the sideline with Titans Radio coming up on Sunday in Indianapolis. Thanks, Ramone. Good stuff, man.
No doubt. And congrats, Hunk, and the baby Hunk Titans, too, man. I got to give you your flowers. We trashed you last week.
Thank you. I was wondering if he's going to say anything after the 4 weeks of bashing me. I appreciate that.
He's back, baby.
No doubt, man. Y'all be good. I'll wrap with you soon, Savage.
All right, baby.
All right, see ya. There you go. Ramone Foster. When we come back, we'll visit with Greg Cosell, best in the business in terms of film evaluation. We'll take a look at what happened that enabled the Titans to get that blowout win against Cincinnati, and then take a look at this Colts matchup. Greg Cosell next as we broadcast live from Buffalo Wild Wings, Nashville West, thanks to Miller Lite at 104.5 The Zone.
Guys, do you want a full day of watching ball and not having to worry about anything? I've got an idea for you, and it's called a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. Go to their website right now, momentspeace.com. Buy a nice little gift card, and boom, gift it to your significant other and let them go enjoy a day at a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. Because I'll tell you this, no matter what, there is something that they will like at a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa because they do massages, manicures, pedicures, sunless tanning, waxing, facials, spa parties. They actually have spa parties. You can send a whole group over there to a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa on a Saturday or a Sunday. Boom, you're taken care of. How about it? Give them a call. They'll help you out. 615-224-0770. If you have any questions or special requests, you can always stop by and go ahead and plan something out. You will be the hero, and then you will have your Saturday all to yourself. How about it? Galleria Mall, right across Interstate 65 in Cool Springs is where they're located. It's the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakers Bridge Avenue. Like I said, that website, you don't even have to go over there if you don't want to. amomentspeace.com.
You need your mobile plan to keep you connected while not feeling like you're draining your bank account to afford it from Xfinity, the home of the 10G network. The future starts now. Discover the nation's best-kept secret and switch to Xfinity Mobile now with the best price for 2 lines of unlimited, and you can join the millions who save hundreds a year with Xfinity Mobile, one of the fastest-growing mobile services with 5G and millions of Wi-Fi hotspots. $30 a line per month with unlimited data when you get 2 lines. Switch to Xfinity Mobile, rated #1 in quality and #1 in value. Mobile plans starting at $15 a month. Save hundreds a year with the best price For 2 lines of unlimited, get nationwide 5G included at no extra cost. Mix shared and unlimited data options with your family all on one plan. Streaming more or using less, switch between unlimited and buy the gig anytime on the Xfinity mobile app so you only pay for what you need. Automatically connected to more than 20 million secure Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspots nationwide. Save money on data. Xfinity Internet required. Taxes and fees are extra. Data thresholds and actual savings may vary based on weighted average of consumer reported savings compared to charges for the top 3 characters. The levee breaks. When the levee breaks, this is a great scene in the movie Argo.
I love that movie.
And a great song. So that film is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
They actually got permission to use this song after they had finished production, so they went back and shot that scene in the movie Argo.
Just so it can be in
so they could use this song.
Dope.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Really?
Great movie.
I know weird things, Don.
Based on true story,
Like
too,
it.
right?
Yes. It was declassified.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really happened.
Dope.
For the most part. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. You know Hollywood does Hollywood things.
Yes, indeed.
Broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings, Nashville West. We appreciate y'all that are here, and we would love to see more happy faces here. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Again, giving away Titans tickets. A Titans pullover coming up in about 20 minutes.
And we got the Wash Away Toast coming up. So hurry up and come out here to enjoy it.
That is
Sometimes I feel like Nashville West
They're
lets us
later.
down.
They're later. It's like they come in like 5:45.
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel
No,
like
we
we
get
need
off
to.
at 6.
I feel like we need to challenge the Nashville West crew.
Well, we've been saying
And
this since the
listen,
first time we came out.
We celebrate the people that are here
That's right.
representing
Yes.
Nashville
Y'all
West.
definitely
We
holding
love
it
y'all.
down.
And that came early and
Yeah.
have
That's
been here
right.
the whole time.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
We just need more from Nashville West.
Yeah, after coming from Smyrna,
Like
Hermitage.
next week, we're going to Hermitage.
Yeah.
And it'll be
Henderson-
blasted full of people.
Hendersonville. Is
Blasted full of
bananas.
blasted people.
Y'all, they gonna be blasted.
Although I did just meet one of my favorites in our chat and on Twitter.
Yeah.
So
For
that's
sure.
nice.
Yep, he's in the building.
What up, V?
What up, V?
Appreciate you. All right, Greg Cosell joins us as he does every Thursday at 4:20. Break down the previous Titans game, take a look at the next Titans game, and fun one to break down, Greg. A 27-3 domination by the Tennessee Titans over the Bengals, and glad you're here. How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. How are you?
Oh, great.
What up, Cosell?
Doing well. Where should we start with that 27-3 win over Cincinnati? Maybe defensively, because we look at the opening drive from Cincinnati, and they go 11 plays, 76 yards, score a field goal. The next 8 drives, they had 139 yards. What were the Titans able to do after that first drive?
Well, first of all, I think they have a very good defense overall. I mean, sometimes first drives are different than the rest of the game. You see that all the time. You could almost argue, too, on the end of that drive that Hooker could have had a 98-yard house call and an interception, and then we'd probably be having a different conversation. So, I don't think that's necessarily a big deal. They're a really, really good defense. I love what they do. I think that Shane Bowen does a really good job in terms of the use of his fronts, his disguises, his late movement. I think there's a lot going on defensively, and I think it's really effective. I think their defense is going to be the stabilizing force throughout the year.
So you mentioned the disguises, everything he does up front. How key is that going to be when you face a rookie quarterback who has only played, 3 games, who maybe hasn't seen everything?
Well, it will be key, except the difference is this week as opposed to last week and other weeks is that part of what you do, there has to be an element of dealing with Richardson as a second reaction movement runner. Obviously, that was not the case with Burrow. It's not really the case with Herbert. As good a thrower as Herbert is, yes, can he run once in a while? But Richardson presents a different challenge, guys, as you well know. So ultimately, they'll do a number of different things to ultimately create hesitation in what he's seeing because he won't have seen a lot of this before. But you then have to still be in position to react to him as a runner. I mean, there's a play I'm actually going to break down in my matchup show this week. It was a sack of Justin Herbert I guess it was week 2, the first series of the game, the first third down, where they did an unbelievably good job of showing one thing, getting to something else, and then Danico Autry beat the right tackle for a sack. You'll see a lot of that kind of thing in terms of the disguise and the late movement, but you'll also need to have something there that deals with the fact that if Richardson doesn't see it clearly, he's going to drop down and run, and you've got to be able to have a plan for that.
We'll definitely get more into that in just a little bit. Greg Cosell with us on 3HL. Greg, we talked with Arden Key on Monday and talked about how it looked like from my perspective, which isn't worth much, but that's why I wanted to get his take on it, that they had a clear goal to rush Burrow up the middle because they didn't feel like he would flush, right?
Right.
And he said, yeah, that was definitely key, but that did enable the outside guys to get there too. It just looked like the Titans did a great job of getting push up the middle, knowing that he couldn't move.
Yeah, they did. I mean, look, obviously, we know Simmons had a sack on 3rd and 8 early in the second quarter. They're big on what we call loaded fronts, where they, particularly on 3rd down out of dime, where they line up with 3 defensive linemen to one side of the offensive center. Normally, there's multiple stunt concepts that come from that, and those stunt concepts do work in the middle, the A gap and the B gap. That's what you're trying to do. So they did a lot of that. They actually also, I mean, Gibson, I think he played 3 or 4 snaps in the entire game. He had the sack forced fumble where he actually beat the left tackle Brown. So that was not an up the middle pressure, but he just beat him so quickly. But for the most part, they work really well in their dime package because they have Autry and Simmons inside. So those are 2 guys that are really difficult to block. They're very good with their own stunts, what we call TT stunts, tackle stunts. And Autry's a really good player. Everybody knows about Simmons. I'm not sure a lot of people realize how good a player Autry is.
Well, I know Indianapolis Colts know how good he is, even though they should have kept him when they let him get down here to the Titans.
Let him go.
Yeah, so
yeah, I know.
Looking at
and
that,
he was
man,
really good, Slay, his last couple of years in Indy too.
Right.
It wasn't because he all of a sudden became good in Tennessee. He was really good his last couple of years in Indy.
No, his first press conference when he came to the Titans was he said they could have re-signed me. They chose not to. It's personal.
Mm-hmm.
So
there you go.
Ready.
Yeah, there you go. I it's funny how long I've been doing this because I remember watching him coming out of Mississippi State.
What did you? And he was really good then. Like you ought to hear the.
I thought he'd be a good pro, and I was surprised that he wasn't drafted higher because I can't remember what round, but he was maybe a 4th or 5th round pick.
I think you're spot on with that, Cosell. Let's move to the secondary. The linebackers. What did you see from Azeez? Because it looked like he was popping. I thought both linebackers played well, Slay. I think Alshier's played well all year. I think he's a really solid player. I think he can do a lot of things for you. And I think Gibbons has played well. So their front group is really, really good. The bottom line is this is one of the better defenses in the league. And as I said, I think they'll be the stabilizing force. Now, having said that, are there going to be a couple of games where, they're not great? Yeah, it's the NFL. That happens. But for the most part, I think they'll be a stabilizing force. This particular game, Slay, I thought was a dominating performance, both physically and tactically. I love what they do out of their dime package on 3rd down. It's a fun defense to watch. Can you say the same for both sides of the ball, the way that King Henry ran? Did you see them kind of lean towards that left side to kind of cover up for Dillard? What did you see from this offensive line as far as freeing a guy like King Henry to get loose like that?
I don't know if the offensive line had a great game by any means.
Okay.
I mean, obviously Henry had a couple of runs. The 29-yard touchdown was I think that it was blocked play side like a gap scheme run, which was interesting. No one pulled, but Wiley was in the backfield on that run, Slade, as you may recall.
Yep.
And he kicked out the defensive end Hendrickson almost like a puller would, but he was just in the backfield. So he kicked out Hendrickson. They doubled the 3 technique with Dillard and Radens, which is kind of what you do on a gap scheme. And then it was all Henry. I mean, that was a Henry run. Obviously he had to get past the first level, which he did, but after that was Derrick Henry.
So could you see that looking forward to the Colts, knowing that they got speed rushers off the edge? It kind of looked like they used that against Cincinnati in that sense to let Wiley block the edge going upfield, which created a little lane for Derrick Henry. You think you see a little bit more of that?
Well,
that you quit paying those guys play?
I think the Titans are going to try to run the ball. I really loved some of the things they did on those second quarter touchdown drives. I mean, I love the Wiley 24-yard completion. I thought that was that was the kind of play that fits the Titans' offensive profile because it was great design. It was hard outside zone run action to Henry, with Wiley initially showing run blocking, then releasing into the seam. So it fits how they play because it's the initial run action. That was not just, a quick flash fake. It was hard outside zone run action, which gets the defense to respond. I thought the Westbrook-Ahini touchdown was also beautifully designed. I thought they did some really good things on that in that second quarter when I guess they scored, all 3 touchdowns. So, I'd like to see more of that. I think they would probably like to see more of that. Whether it always works, that remains to be seen. But that's who they have to be. They're not a drop back passing team. Now, obviously, when it's 3rd and 9, everybody's a drop back passing team to some degree. Right. But just as a general point of principle, they're not a drop back passing team. So they need to work off the run game. They need to move the pocket. They need to have different personnel packages, different looks. They need to create some hesitation in the defense, misdirection. They need to do all these things to really create some offensive consistency.
Greg Cosell with us on 3HL at Greg Cosell. Walk us through the Henry touchdown pass. It's funny. He's now 7 of 8 passing the football in his career, 4 touchdown passes. And what's funny to me about that is you see this happen all the time. They lined up with Henry in the backfield at quarterback, Jeffrey Simmons in the game. Cincinnati calls timeout. Vrabel and those guys say, you know what, coming out of the timeout, we're going to line up the same way. I don't care. We're going to run this play, and we're going to score, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and, it's funny, Brent. I didn't really write that one up because, first of all, it's a gimmick play, but I think what you're seeing more and more teams do in the red zone in this league now are those kinds of things because it's really hard to score down in the low red zone, let's say inside the 5 or 6 yard line, because it's hard to run the ball and there's not a lot of room in the pass game. So what you're seeing more and more teams do is recognize that we need something that's different. And I give the Titans a ton of credit. Like I said, I didn't write that one up, so I don't have every detail on the play. But, look, for a number of years now, we've seen the Chiefs do a lot of different things. We're seeing the Dolphins do a lot of different things. You have to come up with a way to score that's different from what you normally do because it's just too hard otherwise.
Mm-hmm. I would like them to do that again and throw it to Big Jeff next time. That's what I would like.
They set
and
it
you know
up
what? That may be coming.
Yeah.
They'll play off of it. That may be coming.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, because everybody noticed Big Jeff. That took their attention.
Hard not to.
Yeah. All right. Can we move on to the Colts completely
Sure.
here? Obviously, Colts red zone offensively pretty good, and I'm sure a big part of that is when Anthony Richardson is playing in those games with his size and speed. But what do you see from their offense when he's in charge?
Yeah, their offense. See, Richardson's one of those guys that he's going to be very inconsistent, but the thing is he can make a special play any time in the game, either running or throwing. He made a throw this past week to Downs for 30 yards on a 2nd and 19, which was one of those throws when I saw it, I called in all my guys on the matchup show and said, hey guys, you got to look at this throw. It's just one of those wow throws. He's capable of doing that any time in the game. He's also more than capable of missing throws that are routine. But the thing is, you don't know when he's going to make a special play. So, and he can do it with his legs as well. So he's a very difficult guy to game plan for and to play against. You have to play with incredible discipline. Your pass rush has to be different because let's put it this way. Your pass rush has to be totally different than it would be against Joe Burrow. So it's a whole different approach because you cannot let him escape. You can't just, pin your ears back, as the cliched expression goes, and go after him. Because if you give him the slightest lane and he sees it, and then he gets, past that D-line group, he's a 250-pound man. He's not an easy guy to bring down, and he's fast. So your whole approach in terms of pass rush has to be different.
So that wow throw that you pointed out for the matchup show, guys, what made it wow?
Well, first of all, it was pretty well covered. It was the slot corner Duran had pretty good coverage. he didn't get his head around to locate the ball, but the throw was on a line. I mean, it was a laser shot, and it was right on Downs' hands. And when you see it on TV, it just looks like, hey, that's a good throw. But when I watch it on tape, and I've got my intern this year played quarterback in college, and I called him in, and he goes, "Oh my God, that's a ridiculous throw," because he's a quarterback. So you just have to see it, and then you'll understand, Dawn. I mean, you guys can probably pull it up somewhere along the line on the internet, but it's just one of those throws. It's just a big time NFL throw, and it was 2nd and 19 as well.
Yeah. That's interesting to me because, there's a lot of knock on him coming out that maybe he couldn't make those throws,
Oh, he could make. Oh, no. The knock wasn't that he couldn't make those throws, Dawn. The knock was that one time he'll make it perfectly. The next time he'll throw it 10 yards over his head. It wasn't that he's not capable of making those throws. It's just that you don't know what you're going to get. He still misses a lot of layups. That's an area in which he definitely has to improve. But he's capable of making special throws anytime.
Yeah, it's almost like when he was at Florida. Like he was so inconsistent, and if you just watch full games of them, you'd be like, okay, 3 and out, 3 and out, 4 and out. And then here's a spectacular play that ends up on the highlight tape that we all see, and it works well during draft time, and that works well now too. He's doing the same thing now. He's a 57% passer, but he puts out highlights, And
the bottom line is there are plays in which Richardson clearly has little sense of the defense in relation to his route concepts and doesn't process it the way he needs to. Now, the hope, of course, is because he hasn't played a lot of football, guys, is that comes with more experience. Yeah. But right now he's playing on his ability, and that ability can be phenomenal. I mean, he made a throw to Pierce, 38 yards. Another one, Dawn, you should look at. 38 yards on 2nd and 20 early in the fourth quarter. He made an unbelievable throw, 45 yards down the field with the pocket squeezed and Aaron Donald hitting him as he delivered so he couldn't follow through, and it was 45 yards down the field. There's not a lot of guys who are doing that, and it was a great throw. So that's the stuff you have to be aware of. He's going to do that sometime in the game. You just have to make sure it doesn't happen 8 times, and then because then you're in trouble.
Greg Cosell, at Greg Cosell, you need to get Twitter content.
Go watch those plays he was talking about, too. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely that. We visit every Thursday at 4:20. Greg, always appreciate the time, man, and we'll be watching NFL matchup.
All right, guys, appreciate it. Thanks so much.
All right, there he is, Greg Cosell. When we come back, it's time for the Miller Lite Wash Away Toast live here at Buffalo Wild Wings, Nashville West. The people are getting excited. They need their Miller Lites. You do too as well. Chocolate cake is done.
I don't want to speak about that.
Oh, why? You feel guilty now? You
Hunk
got the post-guilt?
Hunk had chocolate cake.
Oh, yeah. No, I had it. I had 2 pieces. 2 bites.
2?
2 bites. I put a cup over it.
The cup had a piece.
Slay, he tried to help you out, bro.
I did.
He did. He tried to help you out.
Transparent,
Listen,
man.
we're all about accountability.
Yeah, I'm going to hold it down.
Hunk Titans win this week?
Darn right they did.
All right.
About time.
We'll talk about that later. All right, when we come back, the Miller Lite Wash Away Toast with the Ronald Sylvester Slay next on 104.5 The Zone.
Man, this is for all the listeners out there who are struggling with hair loss. I'm sure you've tried lotions, pills, creams, and potions with so many options and doctors out there. Who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots. Advanced Hair is simple. 1-day treatment that begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Get this, y'all. Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. It works for men and women across all ages, and there is no one in hair restoration I recommend more. For your free consultation, call 629-348-HAIR. If you move forward, you will also receive $500 off. 629-348-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that has redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. Make sure to view the incredible before and after pictures at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com. Hit them up, 629-348-HAIR.
All right, you want to buy a new house and you need cash instead of, losing every single house you maybe put an offer on because you got to wait for your current house to sell. Well, call Loan Pronto and let them fix that. They do it with a dream home bridge loan. This is what they call it, 615-499-5780. And this is how it works. Tap into the equity in your house, get the cash you need, make a clean offer on that new home, and you have the cash to cover the down payment. You can get the cash in a matter of days and very little paperwork. Usually no appraisal is needed. So you go after your dream home, hence the Dream Home Bridge Loan. And no contingency in place. And when your current house sells, the bridge loan completely disappears. Don't put off your dream. Call them now, 615-499-5780, loanpronto.com. I have used Loan Pronto. They're awesome. They'll take care of you. 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
It's your chance, 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Bryn Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. What up, Nashville West?
There we go.
This building, we got some life up in here.
There we are.
I knew it wasn't going to be long, man.
Listen, there's still time for you to get here. We're going to give away Titans and Falcons tickets coming up in the last segment of the show. Club level, that is the Oilers Throwback Day. So we will do that. In this segment, we got several things to do.
Okay.
All right. We have your chance to win if you're here.
Right. Gotta be
and you have to have had your name put in a box by you or Eki. And we'll give away a Titans pullover this segment. We'll give away Titans Panthers tickets this segment coming up at the end of November 26th. So we'll do that this segment as well. But it's also time for the Miller Lite Wash Away Toast.
Mm-hmm. It is time.
Look, the people are ready.
It is
They're already
time.
holding up. They're already holding
That's
up.
right.
Holding up cups.
Here we come.
They're coming. Adrian's
Say
coming.
today.
Adrian's
Come on,
coming.
Adrian. Come on, Adrian.
Now bring them on up here.
Come on, Adrian.
Everybody, she's nervous.
Ooh,
Why are you
look at-
nervous?
That's a cool little cup.
I don't get on TV. I don't get on.
Well, you're on now.
She brought y'all some straight cups. She didn't even bring you like cups. She brought you some big
your
cans.
New cups? What is this?
Listen, Babs, this is
tough.
apple juice. It's nothing for you to see here.
That's why it took her
Watch
so
me
long to get here. She had to pour that out and she had to put
Yeah.
apple juice in it.
Yes.
Well, hang on just a minute. I might have wanted one if I knew you were getting that cool Miller Lite cup.
Now hold on a second.
Yeah, now hold on.
You already chugged the beer the other day.
I did. I'm done for the year.
She's out for the year.
Technically twice because you also did the wash away toast a couple of weeks ago.
Hey,
That was apple juice as
No,
well.
that's what
what
they're
we're talking
talking
about.
about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, let me just say, this is cold.
Wasn't my best effort.
Very cold. Very cold.
You got it
Oh, well,
done.
good.
Well, good.
Chug it up.
Well, you got over here and held your mic for me.
3HL presented by
Chug,
Spring
chug.
Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. You can watch the show live, YouTube.
Thank you.
Kelly from Buffalo Wild Wings brought a.
Yeah, they're always trying to answer the prayers, man.
I like
Listen,
it.
this is a wide mouth like aluminum can.
Dude, it's awesome.
Bottle
Wide mouth bass.
About that.
of
At
Miller
my
Lite.
house.
And on the backside it says Titans established 1960. Tighten up.
Okay.
Proud beer sponsor of the Tennessee Titans. Miller.
I see that.
3HL is presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. Here's the other thing. You can watch the show YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
And you would have seen Adrian be embarrassed in front of the camera, although she did turn toward the camera and offer up deuces. And then she was out.
This is well done.
That was her best, she said. All right, you ready? This is the Miller Lite Wash Away Toast. We do it every Thursday from Buffalo Wild Wings. Next week we'll be in Hermitage. That's not important right now. Right now, we're at Nashville West.
Ladies and gentlemen, raise your drinks. What's happening? Appreciate you guys coming out. Shout out to Miller Lite for putting on the Wash Away Toast. Buffalo Wild Wings this week. What we washing away? We washing away all foolishness that was going on with the offensive line. That's over and done with. The King has found his crown. His crown. He's found
his crown.
He's found his crown, and he's going up just in case it was any belief that the rushing leader was in Indianapolis. He's going to dethrone him and let him know, Jonathan Taylor, that is my crown. We are the Tennessee Titans, and we will be the champs of the AFC South again. So we washing all that away. Wash it all away. Tighten up on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Tighten up. There you have it. Now it gets really quiet because everybody downs their beer. Drink responsibly, people. Look at this, man. They're going at it. Boom.
Oh, that's good. Uh-oh, somebody wants a beer.
Oh, Adrian wants a beer. Yeah, you're on the clock, girlfriend.
She gave them all out.
Well, technically, so are you fools, so.
Which is
Just
why it's
saying.
apple juice.
Apple juice, yep. That's what it is.
Like you're not on the
I mean, peel the apple and then,
Hey,
push it
man,
down the little machine.
That is cold. These
It's
colder
good.
than the other glasses. Sheesh.
pretty teary eye.
Good God Almighty.
Do you know what I want to get into next?
What?
When we come back?
Derrick Henry and what he does against the Colts.
Yes. Let's do Derrick Henry and what he does against the
we
Colts.
won
Okay,
some.
that's what I want to get into.
Let's get into Colts and Titans matchups. This hour at some point, nice.
Slay.
I'm sorry.
You're supposed to do that off the mic.
I'm trying to pull it away. It wouldn't move.
I love how bad
I'm trying to classy this joint up.
Yeah. How's that working out
Yeah,
for you?
let's do that after a wash away toast. Let's
I know,
classy this
right?
thing up.
Also, Giants offensive tackle Evan Neal sounded off on his own fan base and then apologized. I want to hit that.
Uh-oh.
And the NFL is defending its focus on the Taylor Swift-Travis Kelce relationship. I want to hit on that, as well as the Colts-Titans matchup. All that coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. We have things to give away. Titans pullover, Hunk.
Amariani Epps. I probably butchered that name like crazy, but yeah.
most
If your last
definitely.
name is Epps, congratulations.
It's got to be Amari.
There we go. No,
Wait.
there's an A-N-Y at the end.
Please come up here and pronounce your name.
Yes, please. Nirvana. Teen Spirit, come here.
Amari.
Amarani Epps.
Amarani Epps.
I was
pretty
not
name.
far off.
You was close.
I was not far off.
What a beautiful name.
That's a really pretty name.
And also
That's a beautiful name.
our winner for tickets to go see the Titans and Panthers at the end of November is Dottie Marlin.
Dottie Marlin wins the ticket.
Dottie!
Everybody needs help, Eggy Bob. Eggy Bob just standing there like a turtle in headlights.
No, Eggy Bob was looking around like they were going to call his name.
Ecky's like, what am I? Wait, I got crap to do. Yeah, hi.
Come
go
on,
to
Ecky Bob.
Ecky's got you all covered.
Jeez.
Congratulations.
I love all
All right.
this Preds gear we're seeing, too. They start up on Tuesday. Shout out, Preds.
Yes.
Mariani.
All right, let's break.
Hey, man, Bob was looking like, what's going to call my name?
I'm like, dude,
Bob looked like that turtle I hit.
he looked lost.
Eggy Bob.
Bob,
All right.
get our winners their stuff.
More Titans Colts talk. Also, Giants offensive tackle Evan Neal sounding off in his own fan base, and the NFL defending its focus on the Taylor Swift-Travis Kelce relationship. All that coming up, Nashville West on Buffalo Wild Wings.
Let's go,
3HL.
baby.
They're still laughing about Bop just bopping, man. He was just bopping there.
He's just bopping around.
He had two different winners trying to get help, and he looked like a deer in the headlights or a turtle, as is the case with me. Brentwood Jewelry, that's where you need to go to get help with all of your gifting responsibilities. Go meet my friend Salem Amamali and his son Brandon and all the crew, the Amamali family at Brentwood Jewelry. They've been there doing their thing for more than 50 years, and they do a great job. I love going in to meet with them. I also love going in to check out the watches. I also love going in there to watch them interact with their clients. It's really a phenomenal deal that they do. And they've got anything you need jewelry-wise, including repair. They have custom design as well. But anything you need, earrings, rings, necklaces, pendants, they've got it for you. I love the watches. If you haven't already heard, Nashville's premier timepiece dealer, Brentwood Jewelry. Not only do they have the best selection of watches, they also are the go-to spot for pre-owned Rolexes, both vintage and current models. You can own a fine pre-owned Rolex for a fraction of the cost, and every watch has been meticulously serviced to ensure the highest level of performance and is presented with a 2-year warranty. 7012 Church Street, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
Good evening from the Buffalo Wild Wings at Nashville West. I'm Joe Hunk. That injury report for this Thursday is out. Colts and Titans. What we know is at least the Colts actually hit the field today, so we know what kind of happened with their team. Jonathan Taylor was a full participant, as was Ryan Kelly. But be paying attention because DeForest Buckner was limited today, but Kwity Paye as well as Bernard Raymond, both of those were still out with concussions. Remember, they have to practice twice or they will not be available on Sunday. Now for the Titans, Treylon Burks, he was out. That's because of the knee, but Derrick Henry as well as DeAndre Hopkins, they just need a little bit of a rest. Just a little bit of a rest, but MPF was a full participant, as was Peter Skoronski, but this does not mean that either of those will get on the field coming up against the Colts on Sunday. But for all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, welcome in 3HL 104.5. The Zone 5 o'clock hour is here Thursday in the Music City. Brent Doherty with you. Why are you laughing so hard, Babsy?
I'm laughing at the picture that Ramone and Slay sent me.
Oh, a bop?
Yeah.
Eggy Bob doing Eggy Bob things?
Hey, man, Bob is crazy.
good.
Listen, Eggy Bob is worth the effort to come to a remote.
No, Eggy Bob is worth for price of admission.
You need to meet him. Spend some time with him.
You have to.
The picture is amazing. We had two winners trying to figure out what to do, and Bob was standing there looking. What'd you say? It looked like he was waiting for his name to be called?
He thought it was like he had his name in the box.
Put your name in the box.
Yeah, he was supposed to be up.
By the way, how did the Hunk Baby Titans do in this Colts matchup on Madden that you play every week?
They picked up a dub.
Whoa!
Picked up a dub.
Hey!
That might be what's that, the first one?
Yeah, 1-4 on the year. Let's not talk about that part, but
You
1-4 on the
can
year.
put it on the board. Yes.
Yes, Derrick Henry rushed for 145 yards. That's kind of believable. Here's the thing that's not so believable, but we hope that happens. Chig had 75 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So
It's bound to happen at some point.
it's got to happen at some point in
I don't
time.
believe that
We
will
also
happen.
knocked Anthony Richardson out of the game at some point in time because
What are
he
you
kept
doing,
trying to
man?
run.
You just trying to hit people, hurt people?
It was his fault. I had a
it's
QB
his
spy on the entire game. He tried to run. Aziz Al-Shire hit him. Pop, he was gone. So
Wouldn't that be something?
That could happen.
that also could happen.
That's very realistic.
really-
Yeah.
And he has
could
missed a
happen.
game and a half because of a concussion.
Well,
so.
listen,
Yeah.
I mean, if Anthony Richardson gets out the pocket and starts running, who is going to be the most likely to go get him? Him.
Yeah.
Unless it's like Byard coming up from safety. Or something.
That's what I was gonna say. Or
Yeah.
Bayard. Yeah.
That might happen too.
Yeah, so he
Our
worked
key
as
ain't
he
slow.
worked as the spy the whole game.
Listen, I'll tell you somebody else who won't back down. Roger McCreary won't back down, even though Richardson's
yeah.
bigger than him.
Yep.
He'll go after him.
I mean, he's from that conference.
This
They played
Colts
against-
defense.
Gave up 164
No
yards on the ground
no
last
good.
week and 2 touchdowns. I think you're going to see a similar game plan. Do you want to know Derrick Henry's stats against the Indianapolis Colts?
Give them to me, baby.
I actually have them, but yeah, you
Oh.
go ahead.
Okay,
Look at
I'm
Babsy.
not counting the first game of his career against the Colts because he had 1 carry for 3 yards. I'm not counting
Or the
that.
second one because he had none.
So
He
I
only
went
had 1 carry in the first 2 games. So you went
last 12 games.
last 12 games. Okay, they're going to be even more impressive.
252 carries. I mean, he's had a season against them, basically.
Yeah.
252 carries, 1,284 yards, and 7 touchdowns. That's 5.1 yards per carry against the Colts, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 100-yard games out of the 12.
Yep.
Golly.
Am I right?
And
I just added it.
that
like
is
during the
yes,
break.
that's correct. Seven of those, and 4 games with over 125 yards rushing.
Ooh, baby.
Running rampant.
It's going to be a king game.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but
Put a king cake on that king game.
Might be a Tajay game.
hey, that's a great point. But here's the other thing, though, with the Derrick Henry stats against the Colts.
What?
I like how he said that dramatically slow. Might be a Tajay game. You sound like what's his name on Dateline? Keith Morrison.
That's what I was.
yeah.
Might be a DNA game.
Yeah. Well, the Colts have been really bad against the run the last 2 games. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know they're 23rd in the league against the run, but that includes when they were kind of decent early on. And I feel like they've been not great the last 2. But Derrick Henry, though, 8-6 against the Colts, even though he's had all that success. So,
Right, but before that, though, the Colts had won like 21 in a row or something.
Yeah.
And that might be actually a part of that.
yeah, the Titans, that's a good point, too. But, yeah, the Titans have won 6 of the last 7, so
There you
certainly
go.
had the Colts number lately. But I remember when I was in that locker room every year, back when I was still covering the Titans heavily for News 2, the Colts were the nemesis, and the Titans could not get them.
Last week, the Colts gave up a 100-yard rushing performance, 103 and 2 touchdowns to a guy named Kyron Williams. Has anyone heard of him?
No. And he's still on a lot of people's fantasy draft board because nobody got him.
5th-round draft pick 2 years ago.
Where did he play?
I think Purdue, if I'm not mistaken. I looked it up once, so I don't know, but I think Purdue. I may be wrong on that. But Kyron Williams had a 100-yard game against them. Listen, I'm not here to down anybody, but Kyron Williams ain't no king.
No, ain't close to the king.
So what does that 103 and 2 touchdowns tell you?
Went to Notre Dame.
Oh, Notre Dame. There you go. Yeah, Midwest school.
There's a little bit of a difference between Notre Dame and Purdue.
Purdue was good.
But I feel you.
Until their coach left. Went to Louisville, who plays Notre Dame this weekend. Holy crap. We live in the
We
Matrix.
live in the Matrix. That's what I tell you guys.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy. What did you say the other day? What led her to say that the other day? Do you remember?
Yeah, because
in the text stream?
Slay had to give away Darius Rucker tickets.
Did
and
we do it?
Happened to be.
No, I don't mess with Darius Rucker.
Honk.
It happened to be right after Slay had just ripped Darius Rucker and said, "We're not listening to your music right now because he's such a big South Carolina fan."
That's why nobody got the tickets.
Because he said no, because I'm not doing that.
There you go.
Do not put this on Slay.
He's like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. No, I did not say I'm not doing that. I was not reminded.
Honk.
To do
No,
that.
you're 100% not right. The reason we didn't do it is because we were
Our
actually
boss
in search
listens
of
to
some
this
things.
show, huh?
Yeah.
You can still give them away. Matter of fact, you can give them away right now if you want to.
I mean, I thought it
I
was
would
funny after
gladly.
your big rant about Darius Rucker that the very next day, like, oh, yeah, we're giving away Darius Rucker tickets.
He was here.
Telling you,
He was here
we're
too.
actually all on a reality show. All
Yes,
of us.
and as I was texting you guys
Not being
that
paid for
about
it.
me finding out we were giving away Darius Rucker, I was watching Good Morning Football where they mentioned Darius Rucker as I was typing it out.
Listen, man, that dude is a talent. To go from Hootie and the Blowfish, like 90s rock band extraordinaire, to country superstar, that's skill, dude. They already whooped South Carolina's ass. You can go back to Darius Rucker and be okay, can't you?
Yeah.
Let's not stretch it out, yo.
No, yes, you can. Darius is the dude.
Give me
By the
Jelly
way,
Roll.
Kyron
Give me
Williams
Chris
didn't
Stapleton.
practice today.
I got a many
Just saying.
ahead of him. Who?
Kyron Williams, who we're just talking about, didn't practice
Oh,
today. He's
he's
held
up, see?
out because of injury.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Because he
did-
wasn't used to running for that, right?
No, he had like 180 total yards in his career until
Right.
that game.
Yeah.
See, I remember various things. 281. There it is. Chris Stapleton.
Yeah, give me Chris Stapleton. Give me Jelly Roll. Give me give me Morgan Wallen.
really
I'm rocking
like-
with Morgan Wallen that last album now. I like this album.
Yeah, he's got a concert coming up in Nissan.
Yeah, good luck getting tickets to that one.
I mean,
May.
I wouldn't even try. I wouldn't even try.
I saw your family trying to get tickets to that.
Oh,
And
did it not work?
No one pulled it up, and it was like $400 in the second level
Yeah,
a piece.
my wife wants me
That-
to start working the street so I can pay for tickets. to
Yeah,
go
he
down
was.
to it. Yeah.
He was trying to. I might not should say this, but he was trying to get you and Mr. Babb some tickets.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had
But I
heard
told
that.
him, I was like, it's going to cost you like $1,200 after fees and everything.
Yeah. I would have been very upset if anybody paid $400 for tickets.
Because
for
if
that.
he'd have paid for him, then y'all would have paid him back, and there you go.
No, we wouldn't. I can't afford that. Heck no.
Kid, you're on your own. Thanks for the tickets. We'll see you later.
Thanks. That was a very good thank you for your dad. That's good. Great. Appreciate it. Do you want to come eat with us every Sunday for the next year? Because I know you can't afford it either.
Won't be paying that.
I'll be reselling those bad boys.
Darius Rucker, if you were a real true individual, you would call the show and, you know what I mean, hit me up. I'm just saying. Like, I'm going to call you out of every opportunity that I get. Jelly Roll, hit us on the line as soon as you get off the tour. Tell y'all a real one, reach out.
What about Chris Stapleton?
That's my guy. Like, it's already known. Chris Stapleton, boom, bam. Jelly Roll, boom, bam, right there up on them.
Where's Martha Stewart?
Oh,
Stratosphere, out of here.
Martha's at the top.
Yeah,
Martha.
it's not in this stratosphere.
And it's not Martha.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know who that is. Martha.
There you go.
Martha wear bathing suits.
I thought you were going to say Straddle.
It's Martha.
Well.
Yeah, this is where we are. All right, hey, we are live at Buffalo Wild Wings in Nashville West. I just took over. Come visit us. We'll be here till 6 o'clock. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Giants, Evan Neal sounded off on his own fan base. Can we do that after the break? We'll do that after the break. Stick with us. This is 3HL 104.5, The Zone.
What's happening, good people? Superbook Sports. Yes, it's Ron Slay. I'm here with my friends at Superbook Sports. Football season is here and it's arrived. And now is the time to start placing your bets. Yeah, you got basketball right around the corner. Preseason for that has hopped on. And you got, guess what? Mr. Octobers. Anybody know some Octobers? Well, baseball playoffs right here. Yes, NHL is right here as well. Trust the most trusted name in Vegas, Superbook, right here in the palm of your hand. All you got to do is go download the Superbook Sports app or visit superbook.com to start placing your wager and winning today. I even reached out to my people over there and told them, man, we need a promo code, SLAY. That's what we're going to use. Score up to $250 with the first bet bonus, win or lose. They will match your first bet bonus up to $250 when you use the promo code SLAY. Now, what you got to do is pay attention that the parlay is coming up right after this segment, man. So don't you move. You got to be on Zone TV, though. Visit superbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling problem, call 1-800-889-9789. Book it. What's happening, man? We are back live for the parlay. I told you it was going to be right here ready for you, so let's get it, man. We just got some simple stuff to go with tonight, man. We're going with college football. We're going to go with Sam Houston State at Liberty. Liberty minus 21, they're going to cover. Western Kentucky at Lite, over 58.5. Western Kentucky at Lite, Western Kentucky money line. So there you go. That's going to get you plus 410. Sam Houston State at Liberty. Take Liberty minus 21. That Western Kentucky and Lite game, over 58.5, and Western Kentucky money line. That's plus 410. You know what the motto, baby. Go to Superbook Sports. Use the promo code SLADE. Get you $250 first bet bonus. And book it.
Three HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Thursday edition? We're getting close to a football weekend here in the Music City.
Yeah, man.
Alabama A&M coming up this weekend.
We'll be putting out a parlay for that tomorrow, baby.
Vanderbilt at Florida coming up this weekend.
You know what's crazy? Vander's covered for me the last 2 weekends, even though they've got beat. I've had to tease the numbers a little bit, but they have.
I was going to say, you're not even taking the line.
No, I am. I'm taking my line. And my line has been working.
I'm glad for you. Texas and Oklahoma coming up this weekend. Georgia and Kentucky. Can Kentucky challenge Georgia?
Great question, Yor.
Trying to go 6-0 for only the third time in the history of the program.
Great question, Yor.
Speaking of bets, that preseason bet, win-loss total of 7, and they're at 5 already. I like that.
Like that right there?
I do. Okay. LSU at Missouri. We'll learn a lot more about Mo.
Mozo.
And then Auburn has LSU after that.
Auburn has LSU next week. Arkansas at Ole Miss this week. KJ Jefferson.
That's my guy, man. I'm going with him going with him taking the points every single time. So
I'm just wondering if Ole Miss has found something now. They're a week late.
Yes, they are.
But they'll take it.
In a hurry.
Heartbeat win against LSU at home. Throwing stuff all over the field, Slay Dog.
Yeah, man, just acting out of their character because they were the same team and same group and same fan base that said, Tennessee, you shouldn't act like that. You should act with class. Like we would never do such a thing like that. Is he looking anymore? Throw it now. Like, come on, y'all. We see you.
I thought Tennessee was the only fan base that ever did that ever.
That's what they said. That's what Ole Miss fans said. I don't believe them anymore.
That's what all Tennessee haters
I
said.
think we all know that there are bad apples in every fan
See,
base.
but here's where we are, Don, because I made that point after that happened, and then I got murdered from everybody.
Did.
Like, no, dude, Tennessee fans are.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think y'all are being over.
You remember when you get attacked.
Yes, you do. Especially by a grizzly bear. He's an Ole Miss grizzly bear.
I know. I wrote down in my notes the Rebels. Like, should I write the Bears? The Ole Miss Bears?
Yeah, they should be them. Like that. Listen, man.
They slick get away with not being called anything now. Everybody just calls them Ole Miss now.
They get away with everything, and Lane Kiffin is gonna get away from that program soon if y'all Ole Miss Rebels don't hold and blink your eyes and squint real good. Y'all better get him some help down there because he gonna leave. He is gonna leave.
Squint real good.
I've been saying this for 2 years. Lane Kiffin will not. I'm telling y'all.
You've said this for a while.
And they're gonna be hurt.
He's not gonna stay.
They are gonna be hurt
if they don't get help, NIL help.
Their little heart is gonna be hurt.
Their little heart.
I'm telling you.
Their little bear heart?
I've seen it.
Or their little rebel heart?
They little rebel heart.
Little rebel bear heart?
That's right, with a hat.
The Colonel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not KFC, dude.
Brett Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay with you. 3HL presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Giants offensive tackle Evan Neal. And let me start out by saying the Giants lost at home Sunday 24-3 to the Seattle Seahawks. Not Sunday, Monday. And every day we get into that. Here's the thing, though. The G-Men O-line gave up how many sacks?
Was it
11.
Yeah.
Yikes.
How many tackles for a loss? 10. 21 of their plays ended in a sack or a tackle for a loss. So, Giants fans started booing the offensive line.
Yeah, boo your
Giants
own
offensive tackle Evan Neal sounded off on his own fan base. He said, quote, "They were booing us, so I said boo louder. Why would a lion concern himself with the opinion of a sheep? The person that's commenting on my performance, what does he do? Flip hot dogs and hamburgers somewhere?" End quote. Number one, you don't really flip hot dogs. I had a problem with that. You kind of turn them. Yeah. Or the machine turns them. I'd rather not have that situation. I'd rather have, like, somebody on the grill turning them.
I'm with you on it.
But that's what he said. He did apologize later, which I'll read to you in a minute. But, like, how ridiculous is that, dude?
Hey, man, the last person I heard
Not
say
to
something
mention,
like that.
your fan base, you're going to have a million different professions in there. You know, like.
I know.
That's
but
just a weird way to sound off on your fan base.
No, dude. He was trying to dig deep is what he was trying to do.
Oh, he digged. And he went deep.
He apologized later. Here's the apology. "I am wrong for lashing out at the fans who are just as passionate and frustrated as I am. I let my frustrations in my play and my desire to win get the best of me. I had no right to make light of anyone's job, and I deeply regret the things that I said. Giants are 1-3. They're an 11-point underdog at Miami on Sunday. They're going to be 1-4. But here's the thing, and maybe it's for sure like he's going to lash out like that because he's frustrated, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Clearly, but you have to know how to handle your frustration when you're at that level.
I mean,
he's
you're no better than the hot dog guy, and you're not beneath like the exceptionally rich people that are also at that game and whatever they do. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Flipping hot dogs and hamburgers somewhere.
I would get back in there on social media and be like, man, well, the hot dog's good because yes, that is what my occupation is.
But I do it damn well.
And now, how would you like yours? Relish?
What we always talk about. Be the best at whatever it is you do.
The heck you do.
The last person I heard say that, man, he got fired. That was Jerry Green. When Jerry Green told the people at UT, if you don't like the way I coached you, you can go to Walmart.
Ooh,
really? I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah, he was out the door after going to the NCAA tournament 4 years in a row.
Wow.
Peace. Yeah.
See?
Somebody might have wrote their check.
What you say has consequences.
Yes, it does.
Because that fan base is not gonna have your back.
And
when you play bad, it's gonna be even worse.
Oh yes.
Ooh. Do that again. Give up that many sacks again. See how ugly and bad
They're
it
gonna
really
be able to
gets.
have spatulas and tongs in the stadium.
There is no grace.
I mean, to Dawn's perspective, like that's the wrong time. Like you literally gave up 11 sacks and 10 tackles for a loss.
You were trash.
Y'all can say anything you want, and you're right. We sucked.
We were trash. We were garbage. Sorry, we were so garbage.
Hot.
Every bit of it.
Garbage.
Yep.
Man. I was just going to point out what somebody sent us on Twitter. Quentin Wilson tagged us on this in Twitter, which says, coming from Titans Rossi, which I know there's been some, I think, inaccurate stuff out of there, but Jack Gibbons is currently the 5th highest rated inside linebacker in the NFL according to PFF.
Yeah. Listen, I was all over that guy.
You were all over Dr. Gibby.
Yes, I was all over that guy, and that dude has played exceptionally well.
Yep.
I was concerned with his ability to run with crossing routes from slot receivers and running backs, and man, that dude has been awesome.
Not the ability to know where to be and what to do and what he sees, because that's off the charts, but the athletic ability to be able to play at that level was the concern, which, let's be honest, that's why he, played at, where did he play again? Now I forget.
Some smart school.
No. I mean, he transferred to Minnesota, but he started at
no clue.
Tiny school. I'm blanking. I'll remember it in about 2 seconds. Go ahead.
I'll find out. I got you, Babs. Keep going.
Something Texas.
Abilene Christian.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Abilene
the basketball
Christian,
team.
which is why he started out there.
Well,
Dr. Gibby.
Yep.
He's been playing. He's been balling. That man been getting to it, man. Been getting to it. But that's what happens when you get around. That's how you know that defense is really good, because it elevates your play and you get to kind of be like, you just get to go play.
You don't have
ain't
to
got
do more than you're capable of doing.
I'll tell you two people that have really popped on tape the last few weeks is
that's a good point.
Really all 4 weeks so far. Azeez Al-Shire and Roger McCrary.
Yep.
Those two dudes are balling out, and they are everywhere. And the things they're asking Azeez Al-Shire to do, he didn't have to do in San Francisco. Like, he's covering people. He's up the field. He's at the line of scrimmage. He's manning his gap, gap integrity, all those things. Like, he's doing everything. And McCrary will cover anybody and not back down.
God, I love that guy.
And
he's fearless.
Yep.
So the feeling is, I was speaking with one of my reps, he got to go up one more notch.
Oh, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying,
but he also made the move this year.
At the beginning of year 2 for him, though,
yeah,
he's ready.
Hey, y'all, I'm with y'all.
Well, I'm just.
All right, Slay.
Sorry, I didn't
mean
mean to attack you.
Just saying, my reps just said that he got to go up one more level.
That he can go up another level.
He has to.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For them to be that team, he has to go one more level.
Can he? Will he?
I think he can.
All right, good. We agree.
Well, we got all day tomorrow to go.
At a marina.
Marina.
You're going to throw me in the water.
Where are you going to be, Babsy? We need you.
I don't know.
Amherst.
Yeah.
You're going to Hadley.
She's going to Hadley, Massachusetts.
I don't know.
That's right.
Can I go?
Can I?
Can I go?
No, you don't trust me. You're good.
I still remember going to Boston, and we're all like, let's go to breakfast. And so we walked to breakfast, and Babs has sunglasses on. She's like, I'm like, wait a minute. We all went to our rooms at like 11. What are you doing?
Yeah.
She was like, I'm having a rough morning. So then we walk across a bridge, and we're in Rhode Island. Remember that?
Yeah.
We crossed the bridge into Rhode Island. We ate breakfast in Rhode Island, Slay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Just for the record, I had a rough morning because I had a really long night because there was a casino there that I found out about at like 1 a.m. That's open 24 hours. So.
I think isn't this what happened? Like we all went to our rooms, and you were going to your room, and you saw some people in the hall, and they were going to the casino.
Yeah, so I just
and
tagged
so you were
along.
like, I'm going to the casino.
I'm rolling with y'all.
I'm like, awesome, I'm with y'all.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Like 10 minutes later, I'm asleep. 10 minutes later, she's in an Uber going to the casino.
Well, she wouldn't be by herself this time.
I don't think that one turned out very well.
We're going, Babsy.
Yes.
We're going next time.
Oh, man.
No.
So who's
Slight snort?
Slight snort. Low-key snort. That if you wouldn't have paid attention to it, it might not have happened.
Slide right by you, snort.
So who is the key in terms of limiting Anthony Richardson in his run game? Because he will bail quickly. If his read is not open, he will bail.
And to which Greg Cosell pointed out, because we were talking about everything that Shane Bowen does as far as disguising and all of that up front. And okay, you want to confuse a rookie quarterback, especially one that I think is apt to be confused, right? Hasn't played a ton of games. I mean, you're looking at what, three and a half games worth of tape on him in the NFL. But to his point too, great, you can do that. If you're going to do that,
right,
you better be ready for him to run. So who is that on?
Honestly, I think at some point we got to be able to we got to start hearing the names of Rashad Weaver, Harold Landry. We need to hear those names a little bit more.
Really haven't heard much from Weaver.
And they're out there. I mean, it's going to take time to come, but you see the output from Arden Key. I just think Aziz, I expect something big out of Weaver and Landry this game because one thing about it, they go back and watch film, and those guys are hungry in there.
Yeah. Landry looks a step slow to me, but
it's going to take time. Yeah.
Plus,
luckily, you got guys like that in front of him.
With his position, he's having to make that tight turn off the edge, right? Like, it's going to take time to trust that knee,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
But he is making plays every now and then. He is back there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he's almost there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's got one more level.
Yep. See?
My rep stone.
He got to get one more level, too. I'm telling you, man. Like, it's going to be interesting. I would love to see Aziz on him. No, I think he's got it. You know what I mean? As we talk about speed. I wouldn't be – what if they dared him to throw and they brought Byard down and let Byard, like, kind of play
dared him to throw?
Yeah. Like single high safety?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Let Amani stay back there and let Byard come down there in the box a little bit.
Cosell's right, and I forgot about it. He almost had that 98-yard touchdown.
Remember I told you the next day. You go back and watch it.
He overran it.
Yeah, he jumped it too quick.
Yeah.
That's that film study, man. Byard talked about that when we had him on the show last year. I forgot which game it was, but he was like, man,
he knew that throw was coming.
I knew it too much. He should have just not knew it. He would have ran it back. That was it.
Well,
though,
I mean, he's got one more level he can get to.
He got to go now. I'm gonna ask some of my reps and see if he got to go one more level. But Aziz got to go one more level for this team to be great.
What about McCrary?
He's at a nice level. My rep was happy with him.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
McCrary earlier.
When?
Just a second ago.
No.
He just pulled the Vinny Barbarino.
Okay, because that's why I was like, but he just moved inside this year. Like, give him a break.
And I said it's only year 2.
It's only year 2 for McCreary.
No, you said
you're talking about Aziz has to take it another level.
Yeah, I thought that's what you said, Aziz.
Who?
No, we were talking about Roger McCreary. This is what happens when you don't listen, kids.
Here we go. Here we go.
Listen. It is a very valuable skill. Listening skills. Pay attention. This is what happens. This is how false narratives get spread.
I'm going to go rewind and
This
look
is
at
how
it,
rumors
No, that is what happens.
spread
She's
around.
right.
This
Y'all
is
was
what
talking
fake
about
news
McCreary?
is right
Yeah.
here.
This
It's
is what
okay,
we're
I'm
talking
fixing
about.
it.
That's why we challenged you. Like, okay.
Y'all didn't hear me say Aziz, though?
No.
Y'all crazy.
What? Oh, now, see? And kids, this is not the way to handle it either. Don't try to turn it on and put the
Start
blame on
calling
somebody else.
names.
Oh,
There's
let's
literally-
just turn it around and put the blame on someone else. Y'all are crazy.
There's a commercial for this where they go, "Oh, do you really want to go to the instant replay? I would love
Yes,
to."
we need
That's
Babs and
exactly
red flag.
that. That's
Babs
what
and
it
red
is.
flag.
I would love to.
I just red flagged the mess out of this combo.
Dang.
Yeah, she doesn't have her penalty flags here. She's got them in the
No,
studio.
How
in
did
the
I get on
studio.
linebacker?
Well, no.
We
in-
talked
in
about
your
Shire, but we moved on.
In your defense, we were talking about Shire.
But we moved on to McCreary.
Okay, but now
I
we have
never
to go
heard y'all
back to
say
this
McCreary.
conversation because that surprises me even more that he has to take it to a next level. That's what your reps tell you because I like the level he's at.
Yeah, and I think it's a solid level for us watching, but for players watching,
That
they
is a
believe
different
that-
thing.
They believe that he
And
believes
coaches.
that you got to go. You got to go to a different
That's
level.
what I used to say about Mariota. Like people around the way would say, like he needs to push the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Like he needs to say screw it and throw it.
He
You know
thinks
what I mean?
it's more that he could be doing.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And that was the same thing on Mariota. Kirby, do you like how he went Vinny Barbarino there? He goes, who? What? When? Why? All right, more nonsense when we come back. The NFL defending, speaking of nonsense, it's focused on the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce
Everybody in the
relationship.
chat. Everybody in the chat thought McCreary. My bad, y'all.
Wait, it took them to convince you and not
Yeah, I
us?
believe they ain't
And
crazy.
kids, this
Yeah,
is
they
a
ain't crazy.
perfect example of how accountability matters.
Guess
Be
what's,
accountable for your actions.
guess what's going to happen tomorrow? She
Man,
won't
we're
be
just,
here.
No, y'all
we're just
be out here.
influencing the kids
You won't
today.
be here tomorrow, so what's going to happen?
Oh, y'all are going to be in a hot mess. That's what's going to happen.
I wouldn't even come back to it. I would just get moving.
Yeah, I know I'm here.
All right, more 3HL next is Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift stuff. The NFL is all in, too. More on that. Nashville West, Buffalo
Refs?
Wild Wings, that's where
Refs?
we are.
Please.
I want to tell you about my friends.
Savage
at-
just said it too. My bad. Savage said you just weren't listening.
Don, does this make you upset that he needed all of these other people to tell him that we were right and not us?
Yes. What is wrong with you? Hey, Slay, shame on you.
I'm sorry.
Oh! Smoky Mountain Tops, you need to check those guys out. We all know that. We all hear them because they're awesome. Football season is here. Change is in the air. If you're thinking about changing your home, kitchen, and bath countertops, or kitchen or bath countertops, call the pros at Smoky Mountain Tops. I've been proud to tell you about my friends at Smoky Mountain Tops, Mike McGrady and the guys for years, for more than 25 years. Smoky Mountain Tops has been crafting beautiful custom countertops residentially and commercially. You can check out the new Honstone Quartz collection by Hyundai and L&C at Smoky Mountain Tops. Honstone's new designs have depth and translucency excuse me, Babs, that have never been seen before. Created by Earth and designed for beautiful living, Honstone Quartz has many designs to choose from. And here's the thing, Dawn has seen the Smoky Mountain Tops product. She's all choked up about how beautiful it is. Smoky Mountain Tops' friendly sales team will help bring your project to life, whether it's the projects they've done in Neyland Stadium or Geodis Park, the club seats, suites there, or your residential project. Smoky Mountain Tops would love the opportunity to earn your business. Quality, service, dedication, SmokyMountainTops.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, when the lights go out like it just went in this conversation, you got to have a code generator right there, and they can just click it back on, and you'll figure out what everybody was talking about because you won't be talking in the dark. You'll have lights on just like your neighbors will. If they got a home standby generator, you need to get one, man. And I promise you, even if you didn't get it from Cove Generators, they're going to come and perform the maintenance for you. Generate automatic standby generators. They even got a deal for you, but you got to jump on it, Babsy.
Yes, Cove Generators, your deal that you're talking about, your premier Generac home standby generator that you want. Guess what? You can get it with a free new 10-year warranty with a purchase of that Generac home standby generator. Only through October 8th. You only have 3 more days. That's over $1,000 value. Get on it through October 8th. Terms and conditions may apply. Call for details. Contact our friends at Cove Generators at 931-559-3311. Or Slay, you can visit them at covegenerators.com.
Terms and conditions may apply, like Babsy says. Stay connected through it all.
You can keep it going.
That's a jam right there.
Back to Future stuff.
That is Back to the
That's
Future
all I
stuff.
think of is Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
But you guys aren't ready for that.
Brett Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Joe Hunk, producer of 3HL, is here.
Sup?
Kirby's here. He waved. It's radio, Kirby. Eggy Bop is here.
Oh,
he's somewhere.
Bopping around.
He is bopping around. Boy, this has been a full-on effect of Eggy Bop today. Like, if you're here today, you've gotten a full dose of Eggy.
Man, Bop has been fully dosed.
He's been bopified.
Penn State must have got a bye.
He's about to bring me the winner for our final giveaway here in just a second.
Yep, giving away Titans-Falcons tickets thanks to Buffalo Wild Wings and Miller Lite. And we appreciate those guys, of course, for having us out. Next week we'll be in Hermitage, Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage.
They come out there, too.
They do. Tomorrow we will be at Cedar Creek Marina, the new scoreboard location out there. And that is a really fun time, too. If you want to come out, we'd love to see you. Slay and I usually stay after for a few minutes.
Yeah, it's a great time.
And then when you leave, you have to drive very slow because there's 750 deer lining up the roads.
They're out there. I mean, listen, they're just trying to die, these deer.
One tried to stick his head in my car the other day when we left.
I'm telling you, man.
They're not afraid.
No, deer don't mess around, man. They're just like, hey. Like whoops.
You just made me think of Eric Berry and the horses.
Horse?
Yeah.
Mess with them horses.
I don't mess with them horses.
Trying to mess with them horses. All right, do you want to let the good people know who the winner is of the Titans-Falcons tickets? Look at
Hit it, Hunk.
Hunk is over here just slamming Red Bulls like he's
telling
Ed
you.
Orgeron.
Like, why are you getting so amped up, Hunk? What you got to do tonight?
Look, man, between the all the shows that we're doing as well as the Friday night finals, the Titans games, all of that, I need extra energy.
I was going to say, some people don't realize how hard Hunk works.
Oh, no, he's absolutely.
He's
Hunk. Yeah,
ridiculously hard worker, and we appreciate him.
Look, if we give people crap on the air, it's because we love them.
Yes.
And we appreciate them.
Yeah, if we're nice to you, we don't like you.
Texas A&M is an underdog at home.
It's true.
No,
yeah.
Oh, did you see? They just
Money
opened
line.
up.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay, what?
They just opened up. Magically, they just found some
Magically
more
delicious.
standing. Wow, I don't even know what y'all are talking about. Magically, Texas A&M just found standing room only. Couple hundred extra tickets
At
for
Kyle
standing
Field?
room
Man.
only at Kyle Field.
So they
I'm
can
sure
break an
that they
attendance record?
probably.
It's already 130,000.
Yeah, 8 a.m. They go on sale 8 a.m. Saturday morning. Get your ticket, standing room only, and I guarantee you that one probably didn't go by the fire marshal first.
You better believe it.
So that place is going to be jumping.
We'll do a full breakdown on all these college football games coming up tomorrow. Also spend a ton of time on Titans Colts as we broadcast live from the new scoreboard location, Cedar Creek Marina. Come by and see us 3 to 6. Babs, it's Lucky Charms. You didn't have Lucky Charms
You
as a
never
kid?
had Lucky Charms, Babs?
Yeah, but I don't remember that.
What?
No, I don't remember
Babs, you
that.
got to do better with your cereal.
The look she just keep looking at your phone.
Listen,
just keep looking at your phone.
When I went to her house on Sunday night, she was eating cereal out of a box.
Yeah,
She sure was. Yeah, I was there.
But
What
it was
was
like,
I doing that
it was
for?
healthy cereal.
It was Life.
Oh, was it?
It was Life.
Life cereal.
Who buys Life cereal?
I don't know. Is it our client? Well, I don't buy anything because I never go to the grocery store.
That's a Travis thing?
My husband is a saint.
Hey, man.
Hunk, who won?
Our winner of the tickets to go watch the Houston Oilers and the Atlanta
the Tennessee Titans.
It's the Tennessee Titans, but they're rocking the Houston Oilers.
We off for Houston. No, we rocking the baby blues. The cool blues.
The throwback
with the oil
unis.
rigs.
Hey, they're still the Titans.
The Titans.
Anyways, Brittany Ortega, congratulations.
Ortega.
Brittany.
What up, Brittany?
Ortega.
It's like Sega.
Oh,
That's kind of what I went
looks
after.
like she's not here.
It's always depressing when, whoever won left. You got their number? You got Brittany's number?
Give it out on. I'm just kidding.
Eggy
I
Bob, you
also
got
have her
number?
email address, but something about $14.95. I don't know what that means, but that's on there.
Oh,
What?
it's Brittany Witch. What's coming up next?
That would be the 3HL after party brought to you by Awaken 180. And then after that, we have this amazing football game between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders.
I bet on
what
that game.
a Shiano burger.
Take the Redskins and take the
I'll still watch it.
Dotson and Curtis Samuel
Listen.
are active and good to go.
Kelsey even said the NFL is overdoing it with regards to his relationship, the Sunday night football game, Chiefs and Jets. Most watched Sunday show since the Super Bowl, with an average of 27 million television viewers. They've been all about showing Taylor during the broadcast. After the Chiefs beat the Jets, the NFL Instagram bio read, the Chiefs are 2-0 as Swifties. The bio of the NFL on X read, NFL Taylor version. All right, we're out. Later, 3 o'clock.
Go
Love
all
you.
in.
Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be